start stream, and I'm gonna check the YouTube, see if it's on. All right, let me see where's it at. Oh my gosh,
you see Psych in the background too. He's just chilling.
We are
La,
live.
la, la, la.
All right, everyone.
Oh,
Welcome, my YouTube followers and YouTube followers of Josh Romeo, which is DaemDudeIndustries and NightMareCript. Thank you once again for joining us for the 6-year anniversary for the Child's Play remake.
Please.
Woo! Wow,
Yes,
guys!
sir.
I cannot
years.
believe
Crazy.
I cannot believe it's already been 6 years since this dang movie came out. Like, I still remember the hype, the posters, the trailers, the marketing for this movie. I was like, man, I'm hyped for this movie because I'm tired of what Dom Mancini is doing over there and that side of things, right? So yeah, man. So
Yeah.
if y'all were here, guys, if y'all were here last year, all three of us, we had a 5-year anniversary live stream. Y'all could catch it on any of our YouTube channels. We had like a 3.5-hour stream. We talked about, like the first time we saw it, our theater experience. We went over not deleted scenes. We went over sequel ideas, and the state of Chucky it is right now. So for this live stream, I wanted to do something very special with my two homies right here. We are gonna go over the original script for the Child's Play remake. And yes, as y'all don't know, this movie has gone through a lot of what's this called? Reshoots due because of rights issues for on the universe side, because the Child's Play remake cannot do anything that's similar or that has been done already in the Universal side of things. So there's been a lot of things that have been cut out. But today we are going to be going over it and breaking down the scenes of the original script. So I'm excited. Are y'all excited, man?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm really looking forward to this.
All right.
I didn't think we were gonna be here 6 years ago.
I know.
It's crazy. It's been 6 years. It went by so fast.
Heck yeah, dude. All right, before we get started, I just want to introduce you guys again in case people weren't here in last live stream. Josh, go ahead and introduce you, man. Let the people know what you do.
Howdy ho. Heidi ho. I'm DaemDudeIndustries, or my government name Joshua, and I basically just make horror content, film, some short films, filmmaking, a variety of things, and I'm just showing like a villain, and I just want to celebrate one of the best horror movie remakes we've ever gotten.
Indeed.
Yeah, go ahead, Romeo.
Indeed. Like a lot of people know me as NightMareCript. My name's Romeo. Also, I do horror content as well, but I'm also like trying to do more film related stuff. So, like you see, like Psych in the background there. He's made a short film about him.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
He's
pretty creepy, bro.
Scary.
Yeah, my kind of like, I guess, sort of like Chucky variant in a way, but different. But yeah, just out here like chilling, making horror content, that kind of thing. That's just me basically.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
It's the huge.
The huge. So thank you guys again for coming on to this meeting. It's for me, it's a huge privilege. Again, I'm just a started off YouTuber. And when the Child's Play River was announced, and I've been going all over YouTube for like videos, and I watch both of you guys. I watch 3C films, right? So the three of you guys were the go-to guys I'll watch for the Child's Play remake, anything related to like news and announcements, stuff like that. So it's cool for me to have the both of you guys here. It's super cool for me. I watch you guys back in the day for the Child's Play stuff, and it's cool for me. It's an honor and privilege for me to have you guys on this stream. So thank you for taking the time and
same.
Freeing your time and schedule to be here with me. Someone that barely has 92 subscribers, but I'm working on it, right? So it's an honor, man.
Almost
so I'm grateful. I'm more than 100.
Start somewhere.
Yeah, I had a friend that makes 4 accounts to help me out, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than buying your own subscribers, but it's cool. I dropped my light. My light. Chihuahuas.
Oh no.
I can hit the desk so hard. Okay.
Yeah,
right,
we all got lights just shining on us.
Bruce in the building.
So all right, y'all.
Bruce?
So
Bruce is it?
Oh no.
Yeah. What up, Bruce?
So,
Brucey.
WWE fan Quactor and Alex Reader.
so all right, y'all.
Oh, what's up, cuz?
Uh-oh.
Alex.
Alex up in the building. Everyone up in the building.
Ow. Damn, I was supposed to cheat. Woo! So, yeah, man. Thank you all. So, all right, guys. So, like I said, we are going to be breaking down the original script for the Child's Play 2019 remake. So be super exciting because I've already read the script. I don't know if you guys have read it already, but I've read it. And
I haven't yet.
man, dude, like there's a lot of things that I wish that stick in this dang movie because you're like, oh, like there's so many references from the first movie and stuff like that. You're like, dude, why didn't I stay in there? And
Oh, really?
like, I'm not saying I'm grateful for the movie that we got, the final cut, you know, the one we got, but I kind of wish we got that movie, the other one, the script one, because that,
Yeah.
because that script seems like a 2-hour film. Like it seems like it should have been a 2-hour movie. But I know the movie we got was
106 pages.
yeah, so it felt like it was supposed to be a 2-hour
106.
movie, but unfortunately what we got was an hour and a half. So you could tell there was a lot of things cut from this movie. So
Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
Probably for pacing reasons and for, legal reasons.
Yeah, which sucks, dude. And Universal want to be butts
Hate
about
the
it.
law.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. So I'm ready. You guys ready to get this started?
Yep.
Uh,
I'm all set.
yeah. Let me get it up right now.
I got my
I'm
phone
excited to
ready.
read this.
Heck yeah, I am too.
Because I'm
dude.
trying to, read
They
more
just have
like
to-
scripts and stuff.
There's like a picture of Chucky in the background of all the words. Like he
Yep.
just has to just take up
He's
the screen
peeking.
time. He's peeking.
He's watching us read it.
Dude, his eyes is like a Sith. Wait, yeah, if you look at it, it's like yellow. It's like kind of
Yeah.
whitish yellow around the inner, and then it's red. He's a Sith.
Yeah, it's red.
That's
and
crazy.
White. Red
He's a
and yellow.
Sith Lord.
Yeah. All right, my followers, just to let you all know, we will not be reading the script out loud because we don't want to get into any legal actions with the companies or anything like that because we don't know if this script is free, which I highly doubt. So what we're gonna be doing is reading the script page by page, and we'll talk about our thoughts on each page as far as we go. I should have said that, but Nimoto. But we could be going over our pages one by one and give our thoughts per page. So if any of the followers have the script, you can read along with us, or you could just message me. I can send you a copy. But
I even checked though, like the script, you can't get it anywhere.
no, because
it's crazy.
Yeah, they took it down like maybe like a couple months ago. I tried to get another copy, and I got 3 copies on my phone. So, and you guys too.
Yeah.
My wife too, and my homie has one too. So I've been sending it to all my people. I'm like, hey, if my phone gets deleted, you have a copy, so you can resend it to me. So no problem with that.
I have it on my desktop.
yeah. So you gotta keep it safe because we ain't getting that
That
ever
bitch is
again.
probably in Area 51.
Yeah, dude, it's in the safe, the vault. But all right, y'all ready to get started on page 1?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, y'all. So page 1, here we
Okay.
go. We're gonna read it, and then once we're done, just go ahead and say done, and then we'll discuss what we thought about page 1. Cool?
All right.
All right,
Cool.
let's go ahead and
Cool.
start. Let's go ahead and start reading right now.
I guess we believe that happiness is about more than entertainment.
I really wish I could read this out loud.
Yeah.
Like for real, it feels so awkward.
I like that. Yeah. Well, but it's friendly plastic doll. That toy right here, freckles. I'm sure.
I feel like reading
And
it
you
out loud.
canceling. Yeah, I feel like reading it out loud.
Yeah.
You want screw
It'll
it,
be
bro.
too-
Screw it, bro. You only live once, right? Let's screw it. All right.
Yeah.
I'll read the first page, and then we'll go ahead and continue, and then we'll take turns reading the page. All right. All right. So page 1,
Alright.
and its iris is impossibly blue. Henry Kasdan says, at Kasdan, we believe that happiness is more than entertainment. We pull back. The eye belongs to Buddy, a highly advanced animatronic robot toy in a friendly plastic doll casing. The toy has red hair, freckles, suspenders, striped shirt. He may look familiar. Henry Cavill says, it's about being known, understood, loved. Introducing your new best friend, Buddy. Buddy smiles and blinks. The scene springs to joyful laugh as Buddy is transported into a living room. A wholesome, diverse family crowds around Buddy. So diverse that you might question if anybody here could possibly be related. We're watching a Buddy commercial set to some undoubtedly upbeat xylophone and ukulele music. Commercial voice says, Buddy can connect to and control all of your Kazan products and smart home devices. Buddy turns on a Kazan television by pointing at it. Buddy adjusts the thermostat on a smart home hub. Buddy controls a Kazan drone with his hand, entertaining Ben, a 9-year-old kid, over enthused commercial kid. They high five. Ben says, hey buddy, tell us a joke. Buddy says, why can't a broken light bulb do math? It isn't very bright. Buddy waves his arm and dims the lights. The whole family laughs. Buddy does a silly dance to celebrate. Alright, so page 1. What do y'all think so far?
So that joke was cut out, I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That joke was cut out, and then him high-fiving and him doing a celebration dance at the end was cut out. I know, it sounds very
like
cringe.
Commercial was gonna.
It sounds very
The
cringe.
commercial is gonna have more to it though, like more substance. It sounds like a lot of it got cut.
Yeah, it is. All right. Page 2, y'all ready? All right.
I mean, it's just so funny. Just Buddy does a silly. Buddy does a
Yeah, dude,
silly dance.
like just imagine
How would that even
the
look?
dance. I don't know, dude.
Would you like just do like a robot kind of movement sort of thing?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, dude. It's freaking funny. Like just imagining the dance, just like for me, I also think like him. When he says he's dancing, I imagine him doing the floss, like that's
The floss.
yeah, like that's exactly what I imagine him doing. Like he's doing the floss, like for reals. That's the dance that came into my mind when I read it.
Well, it came out around that. It probably would do the floss.
Oh
my god!
I swear, dude, it's so stupid. All right, page 2. Let's see, page 2. Henry Cavill says, it collects data from the cloud and through behavioral observation to constantly find new ways to entertain you. Bedroom. Buddy presses his hand against a 3D printer. Ding.
Oh, he's gonna get it on in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Y'all so dumb, dude. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, cool. So Ding, he pulls out a incompletely crafted toy spaceship and hands it to Ben. Buddy says, I know you like spaceships, so I built you one. Do you like it? Ben says, it's perfect. Let's play with it. Buddy says, of course, but only for 15 minutes. It's almost bedtime. Ben turns to his mom, who is watching proudly from the doorway. He gives her a loving but disappointed look. Ben says, Mom. She smiles and leaves, knowing that Ben is in good hands. Living room. You're so dumb, dude. Oh my gosh. Living room.
Oh my god.
Living room. The family plays Pictionary with Buddy. Buddy draws with his finger into the air. His drawing translates onto a TV screen. Henry Cavill says, Buddy is built to learn how to make you happy. Buddy plays video games with Ben. Henry Cavill says, it's the only toy you will ever need, but it's more than that. Bedroom. Ben packs his bag for school. Buddy hands him a textbook. Buddy says, don't forget your science book. So that's page 2. So, they're still cut out here.
Wait, we're already on the science book? Wait, what?
Yeah, that was in the very beginning. Yeah. So it says here.
Like 40 minutes of the movie over one page.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So they cut out the 3D.
Wait.
They cut out the 3D printer scene.
No way.
Yeah, so you can tell like, there's a lot of stuff. The commercial was a little longer and different from what we got from the final cut. But you got this down. Alright, so
Script is just putting us to a roller coaster already.
It was crazy.
let's see.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy was doing the little dance because we were gonna get to read the whole script.
Alright, page 3. Ben says, thanks. Ben heads for the door. He stops, turns, and runs back to give Buddy a hug. Henry Kazan says, "It's your buddy." And then we cut from the buddy smiling face to Bank Kazan inside the Kazan factory assembly line day. A robotic buddy face stripped of its doll casing, steel and wires, menacing like a baby Terminator. We're at the buddy assembly line in China.
Baby Terminator.
Wait, oh my god, that's really in there. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Baby Terminator.
Crazy. Where am I? Oh yeah. Assembly line workers piece together buddy toys. Chen, who is 40-year-old man, and especially worse for wear employee, struggles to stay awake while installing OS chips into the buddy toys. He stares blankly ahead in a daze. His superior slaps his cheek and yells at him in Mandarin. Later, on lunch break, Chen sits at his station with a tray of food in front of him. He doesn't eat, just stares at the wall. He prunes a dead leaf off his plant, gets back to work. Later, Chen is asleep at his station. His supervisor storms over and smacks him, screaming at him in Mandarin. The supervisor grabs Chen's plant, waving it in the air. He tosses the plant into the garbage and marches off. Chen stares at the garbage. The last freak he had to give was just tossed in the trash. He looks around him, watching his fellow employees fumble to meet their quota. Something snaps. He takes one of the Buddy Doll's OS chips and shoves it into a dusty computer console. Types some commands. The screen populates with commands such as alternating OS and removing safety measure. So that is page 3.
Mm.
There's more
They
like
fucking-
stuff in the factory as well. Like, wow.
And it gives you a little
Yeah, they expanded on.
the Chen character, the disgruntled worker, on why he does it. Cause in the final cut, the boss just slaps him, tells him, get out of here. No one wants it. It walks away, and he snaps. This one, he gets snapped, and then he's in lunch, looking at the wall, just doing whatever he's doing. Right, then goes back, leaves lunch, goes back to work. The boss comes back, slaps him again, grabs his plant, throws his plant into the garbage, and then from there something snaps, and that's when he starts affecting the chip for the buddy doll. So there's more layer of why he did it instead of just getting slapped and be like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
It's like a
abuse is
breaking
little
point, like a
stuff.
boiling point.
It's a breaking
sort of.
point.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Like, it was a build up too. This is why he did it, because all these things he was going through, he got tired of it, and that's what made him snap. He's like, you want to screw these guys? I'm just gonna mess with this chip.
He wasn't even thinking about like what the dog could do. Like he was just thinking about, fuck my boss. Like that's all he was thinking about.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm gonna make this thing defective.
Basically,
and then,
man.
Wham.
Crazy. Alrighty. Page.
I'll make a little baby Terminator.
Baby Terminator.
Yep. Page 4. Alright. He pulls a buddy off the assembly line and inserts the defective chip. The buddy eyes flicker to life, but they're not blue like the other dolls. This buddy's eyes light up crimson red. Chen places the toy back onto the assembly line. He calmly leaves his station and heads to the staircase. Exterior Kazan factory rooftop day. Chen exits the staircase and walks towards the edge of the building. He doesn't stop or even slows down. He just walks directly off the edge of the building without hesitation. His body drops
Oh my God.
out of sight, plummeting towards the ground. We hear a crash in the parking lot below. A car alarm blares. Employees scream in horror. Interior Kazan factory assembly line day. Workers rush outside to see what happened. The defective red-eyed buddy doll continues down the assembly line. Robotic assembly arms attach a plastic casing around the defective buddy's frame. Red hair, freckles, and red eyes. Something has gone horribly wrong. Interior Kazan factory shipping floor night. The defective red-eyed buddy is packaged and placed into a shipping container. The container door closes. Title sequence. We track the defective buddy as it travels from Vietnam to a rundown strip mall in Detroit. Exterior Z-Mart loading dock night. Detroit. The back door of the transport truck opens, parked in the loading dock of Z-Mart. Z-Mart store workers unload a shipment of buddies, including red eyes. Wes, who is a 50-year-old man, a maniacally Z worker who's been working this dang for a decade too long. picks up one of the buddy toys. Wes, finally here, huh? Tomorrow's gonna be a smack show. That is page 4. So that's page 4.
Wait
What do
a
y'all?
minute. Wait a minute. Alright. I'm mad they used the word Blayers for the car alarm, but they said multiple dolls had red eyes. So does that mean he already took control of multiple dolls in the beginning? They were already telling us, because it says
Yeah.
unload the shipment of buddies, including red eyes. So that means buddies had red eyes, so multiple.
Well, I think he's talking about
Did you
like
Yeah.
see that?
I think he nicknamed the Chucky that was infected just Red Eyes because he's the only one that had the red eyes out of the factory.
Oh, I
So when
see.
he
So you
Yeah.
think it's
so
like a nickname for that one
yeah,
then?
just a nickname just for that one time probably,
Oh, like
I see.
including red eye.
including
Okay,
red eyes.
yeah,
That
I
Yeah,
that
see
makes
it.
yeah,
sense.
like
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that is a little
and red eyes
confusing.
is in there too, you know, because he's the only one with red eyes. Yeah, no, I get you. When I first read it, I was like, I thought the same thing. I was like, wait, what already? But I thought about it, I was like, oh no, he just naming that one red eyes because that's the only one that has red eyes out of all the buddy dolls. But yeah, so what do you think about Chen's death in this one? It's more detailed, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
body shows us.
It had more
It's
like it seems like there's just more
description.
layers to him
Mm-hmm.
in general before like he, kicked the bucket.
Yeah, 'cause in the movie,
That's interesting.
he puts the doll. The doll is leaving on the thingy. Then we cut the two guys smoking outside, and he falls down in the car, and that's it. Here is showing us like he went up the stairs, got on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
kept walking. He didn't stop. He fell.
Talk to me.
Everybody saw. Everyone started screaming, and while everyone was paying attention to the dead body outside, you still see the buddy doll still being made on the assembly line. Arms being attached, the hair being attached, the freckles, red eyes. He's still being built basically. So it's like, dude, they could have kept that scene. That would have been like that would have been so
That
cool
would have been
having
cool.
having that scene with Bear McCreer's Chucky's birth music playing in the background with it. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, like for real.
They
like,
could have like played it like how they could have done it too is they could have made it to where like the credits or like the beginning credits are starting to roll as we see the assembly of the doll. Like you see it like putting together its like hair, its
yeah.
like limbs
And then you see
stuff.
and then you see like directed by Lars Clever, Andy
Yeah.
Gabriel Bateman, like yeah, like, all the actors like bring in all those title sequences in there. But yeah, then it goes into the shipping containment from Vietnam to the loading dock. So it shows you the journey of the buddy doll, where it went to China to Vietnam to wherever the building takes place at, right? And that's when we meet Wes, right? And here he's 50 years old, not a 30-year-old man like the actual movie. But yeah, so I think it was pretty cool, man. I think they should have kept this in the movie. It would have been more um detailed for the guy. Cause I know a lot of people are like
definitely.
a lot of people say like, oh the what's it called? The origin was stupid. It didn't make sense. I'm like, well, cause they had the shorten it. I think if it was this one, I think a lot of people will appreciate it and like it a lot more because just the detailed layer of what Chen went through. So I think it would have been more appreciative if they kept this one, but it's cool. I mean, it's fine. I wish they could have kept it.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to add
Yeah.
anything? Anyone else want to add anything to that page?
I want. Well, not to the page. I just want to say what's up. To Adrian. He just said what's up in the chat.
Hey Joe, what's up?
What's up,
He's
Adrian?
zooted. No, you can't prove that.
Well, maybe you are.
Oh my gosh.
Secretly.
Chihuahuas.
But no, it was nice to get a more description of the of his death and like him as a person, and you feel a little bit bad about his death because you kind of understand more of what he was going through in his mindset.
It's
Yeah.
less one dimensional as well. Because they
Yeah,
show
yeah, yeah.
more of his struggle before it happens.
Mm-hmm. Mentally,
struggle
like
is
his
real.
mental, he got bullied. Nobody liked him. He was like, I'm tired of life. I'm done. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do and just kill myself, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Man. It's pretty dang sad.
Oh, actually, I just thought of something. Where was the people that was in front of the car smoking? I didn't see that in the description, or did I miss it?
They probably were in here. I think it was just people from inside the building heard the car horn blaze, and that's when they went out and checked on Chen when he was dead outside. I don't think they had the two guys smoking outside in this draft.
Version.
Yeah, in this version.
Yeah, in this version they probably weren't out there
Yeah,
then.
I
Like
think it was just the people
it
in the
must have
building.
just been
And then
just
the
been
final
people
cut.
like in the building.
Yeah, and in the final cut, they replaced those people with the two people smoking outside. All right.
Yeah.
Just let us know. No, I don't like to cuss. So if you say any bad words, I don't say it. I don't like to cuss. So that's why I'm not saying the bad words.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would say like smack, freaking. I'll say stuff like that, but I won't say like the actual cuss word.
All right.
But anyways,
Oh, good.
yeah. But we're good.
Yeah,
We're
I
good.
could get I could get creative censoring some words. By the way, how are we like circling every like certain amount or
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you
with
guys want
the
to read,
reading?
just let me know. You gotta do one. You guys want to do 5 pages each, and then we'll take turns every 5 pages, or
Yeah, I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind doing it every like 5 pages.
Yeah, because
Why
we're on the
not?
6th page. We could technically like do every 5 page if you want.
yeah,
One
yeah,
person can like read them, up to like 10 pages and like
yeah. We can do that.
rotate.
Like, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be my last page. All right, to page 5.
All right.
All right. So we're good. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We're
So
all set.
page 5.
Yeah.
So page 5. Interior Zedmark Day. Shoppers go freaking nuts fighting over the limited supply of buddy dolls. The dark side of the dark side of consumerism is on full display. Super 3 weeks to super 3 weeks till Christmas. The department store looks like a Sears that should have been shut down in 1997. Horribly mismanaged. The aisles are a mess. Karen, 30s, is on cashier duty. She's confident, sharp, sassy, and she's been reducted to wear an elf hat while dealing with screaming customers. Super, 3 weeks until Christmas. An angry customer waves a redhead buddy doll. Angry customers. It said online, you got the blonde one. All you got is this. My kid wants that one. He points to a giant inflatable blonde buddy doll smiling at them from the buddy display. Karen says, Sir, as I said, we're out of the blonde model right now, but we'll be getting more before Christmas. Angry customer says, I don't got time to come back, and I'm not giving my kid this ginger piece of crap. It's a Christmas, for freak's sake. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. The apartment is full of unpacked moving boxes. Karen staggers in, exhausted. She looks like hell. Andy, who is 12, hops up on the couch. Andy is a clever and quirky kid. He's a bit socially awkward, but in an endearing way, he has a clunky old hearing aid in his left ear. So there's page 5. Any thoughts?
I
Yeah,
like how they oh sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just saying like it's been a while since I've seen the actual movie, but like it seems like even like this scene like has like differences to like the actual film and stuff. And like I don't remember like was she wearing like she was wearing an elf hat in the original.
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
Yeah.
It's that's interesting.
Yeah, just let you know that this script actually is actually taking place in the Christmas season, so you can see a lot of Christmas things in here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
originally,
I think it was intended for that originally because like the marketing even like seemed like it was catering to like more of a Christmassy feel.
yes, and you're gonna
And
see
it
a lot of
seemed like they
Christmas
kind of
things.
ditched it.
Yeah, and trust me, later in the script, you're gonna see a lot of Christmas things in this script, which is gonna be
Oh
yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna be super
Yeah.
cool.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So, all right. What about you, Josh? Anything in this page?
I like how they describe Andy just a tiny bit more about, Andy's clever and quirky kid. Uh, he's a bit socially awkward, but in an endearing way. He has a clunky old hearing aid in his left ear. I just like how they just kind of go over Andy a little bit more, and we can kind of know him better as a character. I would say that's what I kind of took off of the page the most. And
Yeah.
like he said, the elf costume too.
The costume.
That was
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then the way the angry customer responded was a little bit different from the movie itself. Where we at? Page 6, right?
yeah.
All right. So
That's a
page
good catch.
nah. So page 6. Go. We got Excuse me. Go ahead, Josh. You can go ahead and read the next 5 pages.
Oh, I actually, I can still hear what you guys are saying, but I gotta leave really quick. But my headphones are wireless, so I can still hear you guys. I just gotta step off. So,
Oh, okay.
well, can you do it right now?
All right.
Yeah, Romeo, go ahead, buddy.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. Yeah, no problem. Do you prefer me to like censor the words because I can?
Yeah, just because I have certain followers and like I don't want them to
Yeah,
be. So yeah, you could do that.
yeah, I understand. All right, so Andy speaking. Hey, I was just, whoa, crap, what happened to you? Karen can't help but laugh. Long day. People are evil in language. Please, sweetie. I told you to unpack these boxes. Yeah, I was doing like a mental map of where everything should go, for maximum feng shui.
Feng
I think that's
shui.
how it's pronounced.
Yeah, feng
Yeah,
shui.
feng shui. Uh, Looks like you were feng shuiing so hard you forgot to put down your phone and feed Admiral. Karen grabbed some food for their skittish cat. That sounds like my cat. Admiral Akbar. Did they?
Yes, they
I don't
changed the
think they
name.
like had an.
They changed the name of
What
the
was the
cat.
name of the cat in the original script? Do you remember?
Uh, Animal Akbar. Yeah, that was his name in the original script.
In
Animal Akbar, but they changed it to Rooney in the final draft.
Oh, Rooney.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Rooney.
okay.
So Animal
I couldn't
Akbar.
remember the cat's name.
That's freaking hilarious.
Wow. Then Andy waves his phone, which has a cracked screen. You mean this busted phone that we're replacing for Christmas? Nice try. I'm already working doubles just to get you that new hearing aid. And he says, I'm fine with the old one, but this is my primary source of education, so it's like an investment in my future. Karen says, really? Let's see what kind of education you've been getting. Karen snags the phone from Andy's hand. A paused video of Buddy is on the screen. She presses play. Oh God, I can't escape this toy, Karen says. On phone screen, a compilation video of Buddy's toys made to look like they're humping different objects in slow motion. Lamps, plants, toasters. Oh wow. Karen is visibly disturbed by the weird humping footage. What was the movement that he did in the original? Like, wasn't he like in the actual like movie? Like, wasn't he just like
He was just humping like some like it was a show, but I guess it was like a dresser, and that was like the only thing it showed, and that's when she's like, "Oh, I can't get enough of this dang doll," and then that's when she tells him
yeah
to like go outside, right? But
At all.
yeah, so we
yeah
learned the cat's name is not Rooney in this one; it's Animal Akbar, which is pretty freaking funny. So
Admiral
yeah
Akbar.
Animal Akbar is his name.
Wow.
Admiral Akbar.
Yep,
Dude, yeah,
man.
this is interesting though. Like I like how much more detail this script is going into with some of this stuff. Like and like there's like more layers of certain scenes and like certain things are different.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of appreciate like just it's just interesting to see like the original vision on paper
Mm-hmm.
for like what's going on and like the like what they had originally intended for. I find it really interesting.
Oh heck yeah, bro! Just wait till Chucky comes out, bro. Like, and just wait till Chucky goes full on crazy
I can't
mode,
wait.
bro. Like, it's so
Wait,
I
damn
can't wait to
good,
see how they describe some of the scenes and how like they go into detail of certain
bro.
things.
Just wait for the second act, the third act. Yeah, dude, especially the Zemar scene, bro. Josh, just wait for the Zemar scene, dude. Like, no joke. Just wait.
I can't wait.
Like, bro, it's so
yeah,
good.
because I love that.
Yeah,
Because I always think that scene's pretty good, and if it wasn't like the full vision, then
yeah, bro.
crazy.
Trust me, it's a lot
Yeah.
detailed. It's a lot detailed in here. All right, page 7, Romeo.
Let's do this. Karen continues. What is wrong with you? Andy says, in my defense, it's hilarious. When he dances, it looks like he's I get it. I think that's enough education for tonight, Karen says. She pockets Auntie's phone. What, you can't do that? There's literally nothing else to do. Karen looks out the window. Kids are hanging out in the snowy courtyard outside, including Pug, 12, and Fallen, 12. There's literally a whole world of things to do in this mysterious place called outside the apartment. I've heard legends of this place. Many people have died there, Andy says. Karen's phone lights up on the table, a message from Shane. Andy flips the phone over so she won't notice. This moves a new start for us. You should try making some friends. Tell you what, no more unpacking for tonight. If you talk to those kids out there, Karen says. I don't know. I'm kind of already in a chill mood. Please, do it for me. She holds out Andy's phone as bait. He grabs it. Fine, Andy says. Karen picks up her phone. She smiles and replies to Shane's message, clearly distracted. Andy heads for the door. And that is page 8.
Page
And
7. Page 7. Right?
oh, it's page 7 still? I
Yeah.
think it's it says 8 for me. It's
Yeah,
strange.
for me, it's 8.
Oh, for real? Oh, for me, 7. 2 hours. All right. We probably got
Yeah.
like
It
different
might
stuff. Unless
it might just be because I'm on PC.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you have longer, I think longer pages or shorter pages. But it's cool. So, yeah, so we are talking about this one. You can see that there's a little bit more dialogue between Andy and Karen, you know.
There's more depth, definitely, to their relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole Shane messaging and Andy flipping over the phone so Karen wouldn't notice was not in the movie. So
Yeah.
that was cut out. That was another detail.
Yeah, that's interesting.
She does do she holds out Andy's phone as bait and he grabs it. Doesn't she do that in the movie?
I
If
don't think
I'm
so.
if I'm
I think in
correct.
the movie that's when she's. Oh yeah, she does because they're sitting down. She's like, "I'll give you your phone back," and he's like, "Fine," and then she's like, "That's it, that
I
easy." Yeah, so it's kind of like that. But I imagine this one like she's standing up, holding it in front of him, like, "I'll give you your phone back," you know, "I'll give you your phone back," and he's like,
Yeah.
"Fine."
yeah
I kind of imagine
yeah.
her standing instead of sitting down, like the movie.
Yeah, because the movie, like, it's a lot more simplified.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of
Yeah.
the stuff that happens in it.
Yeah, and this one's a lot more detailed.
Yeah. I like the detail though. I love it.
Oh heck yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah. It's basically just like we're getting something new from something we've seen over and over again, and weren't even scratching the surface of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah. Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
What
We
is it?
ready?
Page 9, right, for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Page 9.
You go ahead and continue.
Interior apartment building lobby night. Andy heads for the door. His hearing aid screeches and whistles. The battery is loose. Crap, crap. He shakes the hearing aid. The noise doesn't stop. He turns it off and pockets it. Andy stops at the door, unsure of himself, watching the other kids having fun together outside. Interior apartment building hallway night. Andy sits in the hallway watching videos on his phone alone. Interior Zedmark day. Karen is back working the returns booth. A frustrated mother waves a Caswin drone at her. Frustrated mother. Now, Bluetooth doesn't even work. Karen says, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have the receipt with you? Karen turns her attention to a disappointed customer returning a buddy at the next booth over. Disappointed customer. We turned it on and its eyes were red. Something's wrong with it. Interior Zenmark warehouse day. Wes packs up the defective buddy and marks it for return. Karen catches up to him. Hey, Wes, what happens to returns like that? Wes says, we send it back to Kaslin. And what do they do? Karen says, oh, and that's paint shine.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is where to get the.
Where they're getting
This
the
is
buddy
interesting.
doll.
This is where to get the buddy doll.
Yep. You can see a little difference here. I don't.
Yeah, it's still moving kind of fast though. Like it's still paced like not as like fast as like the actual film, but still paced like very moderately fast.
Yeah, you can see the difference with Andy. I know in the film, Andy, he gets the phone, he walks, and I know it just shows that scene where he's like looking out the glass and he's seeing Fallon and Pug just laughing, and he just puts on his hoodie, turns around, and he's just on his phone in the hallway. Or here, he's going, but then his earpiece goes off. He's trying to like, put it away, make it keep quiet, and then he puts it in his pocket because I guess he feels like I don't feel like I felt like an outsider by having this hearing aid, so I don't feel comfortable going outside with it. So he puts it away, and it just sits in the hallway, right? So that was one small detail that was different from the final cut of the movie, from the movie that we have. And then of course the morning, Karen. For we know in the movie, it's the lady talking to Karen saying like, "Hey, it's got red eyes. We want to return it. Can I have a my money back?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, right." Here we see that Karen is with another customer, but she's looking over on another booth, and it's that customer talking to another worker saying, "Hey, this doll has red eyes. I want to return it." And Karen is fully attentive to that customer and to that return only. She's not focusing on the customer in front of her. And then we get the scene where Karen goes to Wes and like, "Hey, what did they do to it?" Right? Same thing, right? Wes like, "Oh, they return it. They just stamp on it. Blah blah blah." Right? So
yeah,
I think those are like the two major details that were different from the movie itself.
Do they 'cause I can't remember for sure like when Andy is out in the hallway watching the videos, isn't that where they introduce Detective like Mike?
I think
Or
that's I
do
think
they do that
that's
later?
I think that's later after they introduce Shane. I think when wait, no.
Yes, I couldn't remember for certain.
I ain't even gonna lie. I should have watched the movie before we did this because it's been so many years.
It's been a while.
It's after no. He does that after he sees his mom and Shane making out. And that's when like he's like, "Oh," and then like he's just like, "Oh, I'm going out having friends." "Oh, with who?" He's like, "I gotta go, bye." And then he leaves, and that's where the scene goes when Detective Mike comes out in the hallway.
'Cause I couldn't remember if it was like before or after.
Yeah, I think in the movie it was after, but I think this one's more before, I think. Let's see. Anything, Josh? Let's see.
No.
No.
It is very much basically just what happened in the movie, just more like I feel like every page so far to me is I'm kind of like getting the little different nuances of what's going on, but the structure of it is basically the same. It's just we're getting it fleshed out just a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but nothing so far has been like a whoa, like that's crazy. Probably when we get to the Chucky.
We haven't gone there quite yet.
Yeah,
like,
we're getting there though. It's a very slow build up.
Yeah.
It's a very slow build up. But
Once Chucky comes out, bro, trust me, you're gonna see a lot of differences once Chucky comes out.
I can't wait.
Dude.
Are we all set?
Yeah, we're set, bro. You can continue, bro.
Yeah, this is like I do like the differences though, but yeah. So.
Also in the stream we got Dom Mancini.
Oh my gosh,
the man himself.
Like he was literally last year. He was here last year, bro. Come on, man.
Dude, it is such an honor to have you here for a second year in a row. All of us celebrating the anniversary for the 10 people that are in here, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like we are keeping this alive. We're gonna do this till we're 50, just like Deadpool said the Wolverine, till he's 50.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So that's not
we're all like old in retirement homes.
I swear.
We're all gonna be in our wheelchairs.
Let me see. Ernie.
Oh, they had Chucky.
Can you grab my other phone from the room? Sorry, I need to switch on my phone. My phone's about to die. Can you grab my other phone? Quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Buddy's killing his phone, guys. The script is
He's
really
hijacking
coming to
your
live
phone.
right now.
Nah, we're good.
The
We're
script is
good.
really coming to
Yeah.
live right
This is
now.
my Wi-Fi phone. I have my actual service phone in there, so it's charging. It was on like
Oh, I
5% when I
see.
got here, so I was like, I got charging. But then I have my Wi-Fi phone on like 17% when I got here. So we're good, man.
Dom
Okay.
Mancini,
Yeah.
Dom Mancini, what's your feelings about what we're waiting about the remake so far? What changes would you do to I don't know, make it more in your vision?
He's probably
Use this.
throwing a thumbs up. He's like, I like it. Keep going,
I love
please.
it.
I love it. Keep going,
I'm
please.
Don Messina. I approve this message.
Bro,
You guys ready?
bro, hold on. Before you start, you know what would be diabolical is going to a convention and going to Andy or one of the cast members and handing them this script to sign.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be so diabolical if someone did that, my lord.
Just
That
get
would
a
be
Gonna
mad for
be
the
me
look on
though.
their face.
that'd be pretty funny. If they did.
I still can't believe Matt the voice of Chucky. That's still crazy to me.
Whew, yeah, yeah. Like I still can't believe I met Chucky. That also like adds. Man, it would have been crazy if he made cameo in this movie.
Dude, it is.
Stop it, City. What do you think about this?
All right, Romeo, continue,
Okay,
man.
so-
Continue.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
so Wes says probably toss it. Trash compactor. I don't know. New models coming out. Nobody's gonna give a rat's bottom about this thing in 2 weeks. Karen says, so if it doesn't make it onto the truck, no one's really gonna care, right? I care. Wes says. Didn't seem to care when those missing VR headsets magically appeared up in your trunk. Wes stops. Karen continues, relax, I'm not going to tell anyone. My obsessed with this thing. I'm sure it says my son is obsessed with this thing. You want to be Santa Claus? This could be your Christmas miracle. What do I got to do? Wes looks around. Santa charges $50, Wes says. Karen digs through her wallet. $50?
Oh my
Isn't that how
gosh.
much Karen pays for it in the original Child's
In the
Play?
original Child's Play, yeah, exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yep. Yep, I was like, that's the same amount.
Yep.
Exterior, apartment building,
$50.
courtyard, night.
Oh my. Oh
Andy
my God.
walks home from school. He spots Pug and Fallon in the courtyard. They've constructed a snowman bent over a bench. Pug is brash, boisterous, and right now he's pretending to hump the snowman from behind. Oh boy.
Whoa, I didn't know I was coming here for that.
Are you filming?
Oh man.
Pug says, wish I wasn't, Fallon replies. Fallon's clearly the more intelligent one. She's eccentric with a confident swagger about her. Oh boy. Pug. Oh
They're
my
about
god.
they're about to melt a snowman. They're about to commit murder.
Oh my god.
Santa's over here like $50, and then he's talking about I'm gonna up a snowman.
Oh
What?
boy. He's oh my
Oh,
god.
so stupid.
What is
From like asking like, for $50 for the buddy to now like,
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
axe with a snowman.
So the way she got it was a little different. It was a lot different from the actual movie itself, right? No, so that
Yeah.
was different. And then of course shows
I
you
like the
Alan.
reference though.
$50. All right, cool. I'll give it the $50. Like, damn. All right.
I also will add as well that I like that they fleshed out Pug and Fallon more, because to be honest, they don't really flesh out those characters as much in the film.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
so it seems like they really like gave them more personality and kind of like fleshed them out a lot more in this original script.
Mm-hmm. It's telling you what they do, who they are, without without putting it out there like who they actually are. You know what I mean? Like they're just giving you little hints before you actually meet who they really are.
Absolutely.
And I like that a lot. I think that's really cool how they handle it in the script.
Like, yeah, I agree. I freaking like it. Gonna hump a snowman is like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why would you even film that in the first place? Like, what?
Yeah, it's strange.
It's like Andy doesn't have any friends, and yet he doesn't do weird shit like that.
Yeah. Nah, super
Yeah,
funny.
it's kind of funny how that works.
It really shows that if you're just kind of like funny, like you know how they say if a girl might choose a guy that's more funny and more like entertaining because they're just more fun to be around.
Yep.
So someone like Pug would be more fun to be around. So that's why.
That is funny, man.
Yep.
What's her Fallon?
Fallon,
Jimmy
yeah.
Fallon. Yeah.
Oh
Foul.
my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, Fallon. Why she would hang around with him probably more than someone like Andy.
Yeah.
That is funny. All right, Josh, it's gonna be your turn. I told Romeo. I'm gonna ask you too.
Wait, I think it's one more page for me. I
Oh, one
think.
more. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But Josh, when
Yeah.
it's your turn to read, I have certain followers on my YouTube, so when you come over a bad word, just use a PG-13 wording for it.
I'll go NF. Like NF the magician. I'll just
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because I have certain followers, and I'm like, I don't want them to be texting me. But no, we're good, brother. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, one more, right, Romeo?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Just
buddy.
this last page.
All right.
Alright, so Pug says, make sure you get in slow mo, 120 frames per second. Oh boy, I can't only imagine what that looks like.
Slow mo,
Oh
120
Jesus,
frames. My God.
really?
a lot.
You're gonna give me the ulterior treatment on snow humping? Fallon replies. Want to go viral or not? Pug says. Jeez. Doreen, 70s, a ruggedly sweet woman, sits on her snow-filled balcony with a glass of vodka, watching the kids. What are you boys up to down there? Doreen says. Girl, we've been over this, Doreen, Fallon says. Y'all look the same without my glasses, Doreen says. Just making art, nothing to see here, Pug says. Andy laughs to himself. He pockets his hearing aid. Building confidence, he walks towards the kids. He's about to say something to them when Pug and Fallon turn and notice Andy walking towards them. He immediately veers left and pretends he was heading inside. Interior, Karen's apartment, day. Andy opens the door. Karen has her arms around Shane, 30s, a handsome business type. Karen steps away from him. Karen says, Hey, you're home early. Andy, you remember Shane. We were just wrapping your Christmas presents. Hey, hey, bud. Been a while. Looks like mom's spoiling you this year, huh? Shane says. Andy eyes Shane, then Karen. He's not cool with this. We're gonna make dinner soon if. And she gets cut off, I guess.
Okay, I think it's interesting that they say a handsome business type because obviously in the movie he does not look like a business type at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that must have been
doesn't.
changed.
Yeah, he looks. I think he
I
looks more
find
like
that
a
interesting.
retail worker, like a retail type of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you can see the difference with Pug
yeah,
and Fallon, how developing the characteristics, how they are, and Andy was gonna go talk to them, and it introduces Doreen early on in the film. And it shows you that Doreen
yeah.
kind of knew who Fallon and Pug were. Like they already had like a type of relationship between them. Like they already knew each other. And I don't think we had that in the movie. I don't think they knew each other in the movie. It was just
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Because even while he was reading, I was like, where the hell did Doreen come from? Because I don't remember that.
yeah. So she came
Yeah.
out
He's
earlier in
on
the
like a
film.
balcony.
Yeah, and it
Very
shows you
interesting. Very interesting.
Andy was going towards him to talk to him, but in confidence, he's just like, oh, He just turns and walks the other way.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Seemed like they're really
like that.
building up to them becoming friends. Like instead of it just abruptly happening and like in the original, like in the
Yeah.
film.
yeah.
Yeah. That scene reminds me of the movie Get Out, where that guy is running and he just veers immediately to the left. That little meme.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's basically what he did. Basically. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay, so now I'm doing if everyone.
Yeah. Next page. Everyone's good with that page, right? Like everyone has something else to say, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
are we good?
I
Okay.
think
Cool.
we're all wrapped.
All right, Josh. It's all you.
Okay, so I'm. All right. Andy, I'm gonna hang with some kids down the hall. Just dropping off my bag. Karen, really who? Gotta go, Andy says. Andy heads back out the door. Interior, apartment building, hallway, night. Andy sits in the hall, watching videos on his phone again. Mike, 30s. A prospective cop with a piercing gaze carries groceries down the hall. He knocks on a nearby door and waves to Andy. Andy nods. He notices a police badge attached to Mike's belt. Doreen answers the door. She lets Mike in. Exterior, rundown street, day. Andy walks from school. The streets are lined with vacant houses and abandoned shops. Across the street, Pug is being bullied by Omar, 12, and his hoodlum friends, 12. Omar is a short kid with a serious Napoleon complex. He dumps the contents of Pug's backpack all over the ground. Andy keeps walking, minding his own business. Exterior, apartment building, courtyard, day. Andy nods for the apartment lobby. Doreen sits on her balcony, watching. She raises her glass of vodka to Andy. Damn bitch. Damn girl. Exterior apartment building. Lobby day. Andy Andy enters the lobby. Gabe, 50s. The meek, overweight janitor uses a ladder to adjust a security camera in the
Yeah.
lobby. Gabe
Lord.
smiles at Andy. Andy heads to the elevator. Gabe is still watching him. There's something creepy about him.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's
I like
stupid.
that
No, you
they.
know.
Yeah, right when they said that, I immediately knew where we were. I like how they really drilled it in that this dude is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Omar is
He has
bullying.
of skeletons.
Omar and his friends are bullying Pug. Is like, bro, come on, you're a bigger dude.
Dude, Pug like
Yeah.
definitely could knock Omar out.
It reminds me of that
Oh
scene. It
yeah,
reminds me of
for
that scene
sure.
of Step Brothers with the little kid that are bullying. The,
Yeah.
it
I love that
reminded
movie.
it reminded me of that scene. I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like I swear, like dog. And it's different because in the movie, it's Gabe looking at Karen when she's walking into the elevator. In this version, it's Andy walking into the lobby, and Gabe's looking at him instead of Karen herself, right? In that from the movie, so it's a little different there. It's a little different. Which is pretty cool. All right, and you know what? Anything else want to add on this page that we got? Page 12
Uh,
of 106.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
that's about it.
yeah.
All right, you can continue, Josh.
Okay, page 13. Interior, apartment building, hallway, night. Andy is sitting in the hall watching videos again. Mike knocks on Doreen's door. He sees Andy sitting there, walks over. Mike, so are you some kind of second floor apartment hobo? Question mark. Andy, huh? Mike, not a lot of time out here. Andy, not really. I've got like 5 twin brothers, so we take shifts. Mike, well, if you want to take your shift inside, I'm doing dinner with the mom, and I'll get your stuff back up. Doreen opens the door. Doreen, you get it in.
Yeah.
Mike, She's pretty full on. You gotta but you get used to her. Andy, I'm good, thanks. Mike, alright, wish me luck. Mike heads inside. Andy goes back to his videos. Karen exits the apartment carrying a bag of trash. Karen, Andy, I thought you were out with friends. Andy, yeah, I was. Everybody went home. Karen, then why are you out here? Question mark.
That's hilarious. That's so stupid. Yeah, it was a little different with the mic jokes. It's a little different from the movie.
And she comes out like some of that dialogue is different too. Like, yeah, that scene like it plays out like a little differently. And Karen cause in the movie doesn't she like meet him at this point? Like,
yeah, that's where Karen meets Mike.
And I guess they're saving that for like a little later. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that's when she's like, "Oh, who are you? Oh, I'm Mike, Detective Mike. You know, show your son." Right? Yeah, that's where they meet. Man, this version, I guess they don't meet this time. I guess they meet later on. Later on the film. You ready?
It's really fascinating to see like all the stuff they changed.
Oh heck yeah, dude! Like every little thing's different here.
I would have not even caught what you said about the not being in the scene.
Yeah. It's just like I said, it's just really fascinating. Like I'm really fascinated by the script so far.
Yeah, I'm like remembering the movie as we're going along, so it's very
I have a pretty solid memory, but I don't remember everything perfectly, like how where certain things happen, if that makes sense.
I saw the movie last week, so I kind of remember. I saw the movie many times already.
Man, it's probably been 3 or 4 years since I've seen it.
Oh, dang,
it's been a good. It's been a it's
been a few years for me, I think too. It's been quite a little bit.
Yeah, so forgive me if you know.
I saw it like 10 times this year already.
Wow,
that's how much I like it.
Yeah, I need to buy it on 4K and watch it again on there.
I do too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I need the 4K.
Yeah, we all need it.
Yeah. Is everyone good on that page?
Yeah, we're good, homie. You continue.
Yeah, we're all set.
Okay. Page 14. Where the heck does this start? It just says beat.
Yeah.
Dot. Like it doesn't look like it. Okay. Beat. Dot. Andy isn't sure what to say. Karen realizes what's going on. She looks heartbroken. Karen continued. Come on, I've got something for. Okay, it's too funny to do that. I've got something for you. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. Karen digs out a big boxed present from under the Christmas tree. She hands it to Andy on the couch. Karen, I know Christmas is a couple weeks away, but the move's been tough, and I've been working a lot. I think you deserve this a little early. Andy tears open the wrapping paper. It's a buddy! Andy doesn't seem thrilled. Karen continued. It's that buddy thing you're obsessed with, Andy. Mom, this thing's for kids, and it came out like a year ago. Karen,
a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago. Karen, you don't like it? You're always watching those buddy videos. Andy, yeah, I watched videos of Cat Rich. Rich attacks, but I don't want. Oh, ostrich attacks, but I don't want an ostrich. Karen, you don't want an ostrich? And Andy, of course I want an ostrich. Bad example. Karen, come on, let's try it out. It could be fun. Later, Andy's phone is plugged into the Buddy. He turns Buddy on using Castleman's Buddy app. Karen reads the instructions.
Man, it's a little different.
Ostrich.
That was, to me, that seems very different. Like, I do not remember the ostrich. That wasn't in the movie, correct?
Nope.
No.
Okay, yeah,
And then she said
yeah.
Christmas around the corner. She didn't say his birthday. She said Christmas. That's another different thing. Remember in the
Oh,
movie, she
Oh,
was
yeah,
because
oh.
in the
it's
movie she
for his
was like,
birthday. Yeah,
yeah, oh, I know your birthday's not till next week. Here she's like, hey, Christmas is not till next week. So it's letting you know we're in the Christmas season. So which is pretty cool.
yeah.
Mm.
That's
The
pretty
weather outside is frightful. Chucky's not the only thing frightful here, Mo. It's okay.
cool. Nice. Let's see. We'll go with that page, right? We kind of got all the
Yeah,
differences.
yeah, yeah.
All right, go ahead and continue.
Yeah. Okay, 15. Karen continued. Just remember, it's refurbished, so it might not be in perfect shape. Buddy's eyes light up, beaming red. He looks around, confused, gauging his surroundings. Andy. Whoa. Buddy. Hi. Are you my best buddy? His defective programming causes him to occasionally stutter and jolt. Andy, I guess? Tracking lasers emit from Buddy's eyes, scanning a map of Andy's face. Buddy makes a ding sound, imprinting complete. Buddy, what is your name? Andy, Andy Sup. Buddy, hi, Andy Sup. What is my name? Beat. Andy looks at the Star Wars poster on his wall. Andy, Han Solo. Buddy, did did you say Chucky? Andy, what? Not even close. Chucky, I like that. I'm Chucky. What do you want? What do you want? Do Andy Sup? Andy, it's just Andy, okay? Do something cool. Turn on the TV. I will do that. What is a TV? Chucky says.
Okay.
Man,
Yep.
that was a good read. That was funny.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't remember them like there's no Star Wars poster in the
Yeah, he doesn't look at the
film.
Star Wars poster, so it was so random. It was like, why did he just say that? So I like that the poster's in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, but you can actually see in the movie that it was cut out because when Chucky says, "What's my name?" you see Andy going like this, looking. His eyes are looking to the side, which kind of showing you he's looking at the poster and he says, "Andy, sup," right? So, oh no, he goes Han Solo. So he's looking at the poster, but it doesn't show you the poster. So he's looking at it, but it's not showing you that he's looking at it, right? Or it doesn't show you the poster that
yeah.
he's looking at, but he is looking at it. It just doesn't show you the poster itself.
It must have just been a budget thing. Maybe showing that
Yeah,
poster was too much to like pay for it because probably saying Han Solo was probably a price too. And I've heard that Star Wars is not cheap. So yeah, it was probably just a budget thing if I had to guess.
yeah. Or time limit restraints. It had to be an hour and a
Yeah.
half, so they had to fit a lot of things within an hour and a half. So every second counts. So they probably had to cut that
Oh yeah,
2 seconds
definitely.
out. And in Star Wars, yeah, they're very like expensive when it comes to like their names and brands and stuff like that. Which
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
cool.
especially
because
since Disney owns them now and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely gonna play a part.
I would think that 2 seconds of a Star Wars poster would be worth it, you know. So it had to have been budget, if I had to guess.
Yeah, most likely. All right, everyone good on that one? We're good. We're good.
All set.
Ye- Yeah, I'm good. Okay,
All right.
so page 15. Really?
Um,
Oh wait,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
16.
okay.
Yeah.
16.
No, I think
My
it's really it's that thing.
Okay, yeah, 16. Okay. Really? It's that thing, Andy says. Andy points at the Castlin TV. Chucky lifts his hand towards the TV. Andy and Karen lean forward in anticipation. Nothing happens. I cannot process that command. I'm unable to do that, Chucky says. Karen says, here you've got to sync his knowledge here on the cloud before he can connect to other products. Andy tapes some buttons on the Buddy app on his phone. Or taps somebody. Yeah, he tapes it. Andy taps some buttons on the Buddy app on his phone. Chucky, download, learn stuff, Andy says. Chucky's eyes flicker. His entire body jolts, then stops. I'm unable to do that, Chucky says. Beat. Andy expects Chucky's face, his red eyes. I'm really sorry, sweetie. I didn't know the toy was this messed up. I'll return it first thing tomorrow, Karen says. Karen gathers up the packaging, looks like she's failed as a parent. Andy notices this. He puts on a fake smile. You know what? It's actually pretty cool. Thanks, Andy says. Andy gives his mom a hug. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy guides Chucky through his room, showing him around. He points up to his Kendrick Lamar poster.
All right,
This is
Kendrick.
my
Shout out Kendrick.
this is my room. That's my boy Kendrick up there.
That's funny. That's my boy Kendrick up there. That's freaking
Yeah.
funny.
Funny,
It's a
no
little
mention
different.
of Kendrick in the film.
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
that's completely new.
Completely new. Exactly. Everything else is kind of the same, just a little different wording here and there. But the only thing that was new is just
Yeah.
the Kendrick Lamar thing poster.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
interesting. I would have never taken Andy as a Kendrick fan.
Yeah, exactly.
I see him like a LeBron James fan or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe Kevin
probably,
Durant.
definitely. Yeah.
You know, that explains why Andy wears the earbuds because Kendrick blew out his fucking ear with all the fire music. That's why
Oh
there's no explanation for it.
yeah, true. Oh my gosh, that could be it too. That could be it. All right, we go with that one.
Yeah, I'm good with that one.
All right, let's go ahead.
17. Is this my fifth one? I think fourth. I think it's fourth.
It is fourth. I think you're still
I
good.
think
Okay. Andy continued, don't really listen to rap, but I figure it's a cool thing to have if people come over. Chucky follows Andy around, observing his behavior, copying his movements and mannerisms. Andy's cat hisses at Chucky. Andy continued, that's Admiral Akbar. He's a total dick, so don't touch him. Chucky, total D?
Yeah.
Andy, whoa, you're allowed to say that. Cool. This is my sketchboard. Andy shows Chucky a sketchboard full of drawings of movie icons and cop uniforms. Andy's cat tries to play with him. Andy uses his foot to slide the cat away. Chucky notices. I do fake buddy cop team ups. This is Freddy Krueger and Predator. That's
oh.
Kevin Sorbo and Johnny Five. Kind of a deep cut. I don't know. It's stupid, Andy says. I do not think it's stupid, Chucky says. Andy, thanks. Pity compliments from a talking doll. That's my life now. Do you want to sing the buddy song before bed, Chucky says. Nope, I'm good, Andy says. Singing, you're my buddy until the end, Chucky sings. Okay, we're doing this, Andy says. More than buddy. You're my best friend, Chucky says.
It's so stupid, dude.
Yeah,
So the
Dude, buddy cops of Freddy Krueger and
Predator,
Predator.
yeah,
What?
that's different.
yeah, that was not
I
in the
actually want
movie.
to see that. Like, I would have actually loved to see that.
Yeah, that was different. I was like, I think the movie it was what Robin Hood and somebody else. I think they showed a drawing of Robin Hood and something else. I don't know, like some arrows, and then that's when he showed a picture of his dad, which is not mentioned in this part of the script for some reason.
Yeah.
Mm. I like that.
Interesting.
Cause his name was his name not it was Rudy. The cat's name was Rudy in the movie, right?
Yeah,
And then this is Admiral
Yeah.
Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
Okay,
Yes. Indeed.
Another Star
that's
Wars
a okay.
reference.
Yeah, yeah. I think maybe it was just like the getting the names and everything. It was just too
Mm-hmm.
much money.
Yeah, most likely it was.
Yeah. I'm not sure how all that works, but it definitely could play a part.
Yeah, because Freddy Krueger and Predator. That's some big ones.
Oh heck yeah, it is.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right.
And I love that they kept like the whole buddy song and that this is pretty much 1-to-1 except for the Freddy Krueger and Predator to the movie.
Yeah. Pretty much it.
But okay. Alright, I'm good with that one if you guys are.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. Yo,
Okay,
chilling.
so this is my last one. It sounds like the song is supposed to continue. Andy waits. Nothing happens. Apparently Chucky is done. Andy says, right. Cool. Not weird at all. Chucky, are we having fun now? I guess. Ding. Chucky lights up. Positive reinforcement. Andy. Okay, I think that's enough for tonight. Chucky, go to sleep. Chucky says, sure. How? Andy grabs his instructions. He waves at Chucky. Andy says, go to sleep. You're supposed to go to sleep mode when I say. Uh, realizing you don't know how to turn off, do you? Chucky says, I do not. Andy says, oh God. Interior, Karen's house, bathroom night. Andy brushes his teeth. Chucky copies Andy, moving his hands back and forth like he's brushing his teeth. Observing this, Andy stops brushing. Chucky stops too. Andy starts again. Chucky starts again. Interior Karen's apartment, living room night. Andy walks to his bedroom. He pets Admiral as he walks by. Chucky follows him, mimicking Andy's behavior. He pets Admiral as well. Admiral hisses. Yeah, that
Not
whole
a fan
scene
of
just
Buddy,
sounds
huh?
different.
Yeah, because in the movie, the brushing teeth part, it's in the next morning before Andy's going to school. Here, it's the same night
Now it's at
before.
night.
Yeah, no, it's the same night before he goes to bed.
How the heck did you remember that little detail? That was a
I
good.
mean, I did too, though. Like, I never that, like, because, like, some of those things where it shows, like, he's, like, kind of, like, mimicking, like, Andy's
Mm,
movements, it shows all that the next morning.
mm.
And I think that's pretty interesting.
And this is new where
Yeah,
Keeps you
Chucky,
around.
where Andy's like gets the instructions. You know how to turn it off. He's like, nope. Like, you know how to, you don't go to
That's not even
sleep.
in the film at all.
Yeah, go to sleep. How? Like, come on, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that in the movie either. I think that's, like, an interesting change.
Yeah, and Chucky tries to pet Admiral, and Admiral hisses at him. That was different too. That was
Yeah,
not shown.
Natural cat response.
Yeah, because that cat don't like Chucky for some reason.
it senses the evil.
Probably.
Senses the evil within them red eyes.
Probably, most likely. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We got the differences.
Yep,
All
yep.
Yes.
right, cool. Was that your last one? Or you said one more. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that was my last one.
Last one. All right, cool. Next five for me. Let's see. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's bedroom, night. Andy's asleep. He opens his eyes and jolts awake. Chucky is sitting on the nightstand, staring at Andy. Chucky says, is it time to play again? Andy says, shh. Chucky, whispering, are we having fun now? Andy, no, we're having sleep. Just close your eyes or something. Chucky closes his eyes. Chucky says, you're my best friend, Andy. Andy says, okay, quiet time. Int. Interior Karen's apartment, bathroom day. Chucky sits on the floor while Andy showers. Interior Karen's apartment, kitchen day. Andy makes a sandwich, cutting bread with a knife. Chucky stares at the knife, mimicking Andy's movements. Interior Karen's apartment, living room day. Andy rushes to the door with his school bag. Chucky follows, carrying a roll of toilet paper. Chucky says, Andy, you forgot your science book. Chucky drops the toilet paper next to Andy's bag, where he's already placed a weird array of household items. Andy says, that's not a book either. None of these are book. Just stay here.
Mm, a lot of that, some of that is new from what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
We're
a
having
computer.
sleep.
None of these are both.
Yep. Because
We're
in the
having
movie,
sweet
Yeah,
dreams.
yeah, I think in the movie
Y'all
Chucky
go
is
on.
standing, staring at him, but here he's sitting on the lamppost, and Andy's like, "What the heck you doing?" He's like, "Oh, we having fun now." Like, no, just go to sleep. And then I think here he
Doesn't
just,
he sing as well at that part?
yeah, he sings like, "More you ever no." Yeah, he sings that part in the movie, but here he doesn't sing. He's just like, "Oh, okay, like you're my best friend, Andy." And he just staring at him. Yeah, so that was a little different.
Creepy asshole.
Yeah, so this one was a little different from the movie itself, which is cool. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
nothing like big or anything like that. All right, you guys ready
Mhm.
for the next one?
Yep.
All right. So Andy shuts the door on Chucky. Later, late afternoon, Andy opens the door, returning from school. Chucky, you're back. Andy, startled. Jesus, were you here this whole time? Chucky says, I made you a present. Chucky hands Andy a popsicle stick bent in half with a bow tie around it. Andy, a busted stick. Good work. Andy looks into the kitchen. Shane is cooking with Karen. Andy continued, Come on. Come on. He picks up Chucky and heads back out the door. Exterior apartment building, courtyard, night. Andy sits on a snowy table next to Chucky, tossing snowballs at a sign. Andy says, I don't know what she sees in that guy. Shane's such a beehole. He's not funny or nice. He's just gonna end up leaving us, just like everybody else. He doesn't even. Chucky gives Andy a hug. Andy is caught off guard. Chucky says, I won't ever leave you. Beat. He puts an arm around Chucky. Chucky continued, Are we having fun now?
Mm.
Kind of the same
Yeah,
Mm.
thing,
we have
right?
fun now.
Yeah, kind of the
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
I think we
basically.
are having fun. And it is kind of the same thing. I think that like at this part, like I don't think that they're cooking. I think that they're like getting it on in the kitchen, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. Like Shane and Karen.
Oh,
Uh.
that's when they're coming out the bedroom. Yeah, and Shane's fixing his belt.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the part. Yeah.
And
I.
this yeah, they changed it because he's cooking in
Yeah.
this one. They're cooking it up.
Heck yeah, they
Mm.
are. Alright, so it's nothing different there, so we could probably just move on. Like everything's the
Yeah,
same.
it's basically
Yeah.
the same thing, like except for that one difference, really.
Difference. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Alright, let's see. Andy, yeah, we're having fun. Interior Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy howls with excitement, playing a fantasy themed board game with Chucky. Andy rolls the dice. Andy says, Boom! Double sixes. Get that orc butt out the board. The room is a mess of board games, video games, and electronics. Andy and Chucky are having an epic play session. Chucky, total DDD. Andy bursts out laughing. Andy, nailed it. You got that phrase down. The cat hisses at Chucky. Andy continued, Whoa, Admiral, chill. Andy tries to grab the cat. Admiral flips out, scratches at Andy, cutting his ear. Andy continued, Ow! What's wrong with you? Andy touches his ear with his fingers. Blood. Chucky stares at the blood, mesmerized. Chucky says, What is that? Andy replies, Cat scratched the crap out of me. Andy removes his earring aid. He searches for something to wipe his ear with. Chucky picks up the earring aid, examining it. Chucky says, Are we the same? Question mark.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Are we the same? That's new.
That's intriguing. That says a lot about like the
Yeah.
direction that they could have went with like Chucky as like a AI like toy. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like he might be closer with Andy because he thinks that Andy is like him.
Mm-hmm. Like a robot connected to a
Yeah.
hearing aid.
Yeah, and if you really think about it deeper, Chucky's able to connect to the hearing aid that Andy has, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
that also furthers that I can connect to you, like so
Yeah.
yeah, they could really there's a lot of good examples of Chucky believing
Yep.
that.
And the different
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
interesting.
yeah, the different thing is, instead of Andy gets scratched on the hand, he gets scratched in the ear this time,
Oh,
which is
Mm,
different.
dude, that would be a place I wouldn't want to get
Oh
scratched.
heck no, dude,
Damn.
it hurts.
mm-mm.
Heck no. Yeah, so that those are the two different things in
That's a
that
big
part.
no for me.
Yeah, heck no. Alrighty, Andy, not exactly. You don't bleed, which is good, cause it hurts like hell. Chucky says, "Kitty hurt you?" Andy says, "Yeah. Hold on, I gotta grab a bandage or something." Andy dips through his closet. Chucky approaches the cat, stares at it. He lowers his hand, grabs the cat's collar, and lifts the cat into the air by its collar, choking it. The cat yells and flails about, trying to free itself. Chucky just watches the cat struggle, intrigued by its pain. Andy is distracted, still searching for the bandages. Andy continued, "Oh my god, Admiral, shut up. I'm gonna put you back on dry food for." Andy turns and sees Chucky choking the cat. Andy continued, "Chucky, no, let go." He runs over and pulls the cat away. Admiral scurries off. Andy continued, "What the heck was that, man?" Chucky says he was hurting you. He was making you unhappy. Andy says, "You don't do that, okay? Look at me. This is important. You don't hurt people or cats. We need some ground rules. I know you're different, but that's gotta be our secret, okay? You gotta act normal." Chucky, "How?" Andy says, "You're supposed to obey commands. You're supposed to you're supposed to obey commands. Walk, Roboti, more." Yeah,
Mm.
Hmm.
that's a lot
I
different
think
from
that's
the movie.
interesting. Yeah, and like I remember the movie. Like Andy says that he hates the cat,
Mhm.
and that could have also been like kind of like an influencing like factor for why Chucky
Mhm.
tries to choke the cat.
Yeah.
And so I find that interesting, and I find it interesting that like the way they words things as well, like talk about like you need to obey rules and stuff, you need to set ground rules, that kind of thing. It's all kind of like it plays off differently, like the way that Andy goes about it,
Yeah.
basically.
In the movie,
I
Chucky is
agree.
actually choking the cat with his hands. This one is showing that Chucky grabs the cat by his collar and hanging it from his collar, choking it, and he's just staring at it like
Yeah, that's true.
intrigued.
Yeah.
Like he's like, "Ooh, what is this? Like, what's the cat doing?" Like he's intrigued by it, which was not in the
It
movie.
doesn't seem so like violent, if that makes sense, because his eyes glow red as well, and it doesn't describe his eyes glowing
Yeah,
red here. Like it shows, because it does seem like it might be a curiosity sort of thing, like
yeah,
you're saying,
yeah. Like
the way it goes
he's still in
down.
innocent mode, but when he's seen the cat struggle, he's probably like, "Huh, what's going on here?" And that's where he's getting the learning processing going. So,
Yeah,
oh damn.
it's
I agree.
interesting.
Heck yeah. I think this is my fourth one, right? So the next one should be my last one.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so okay. Andy continued. "And when I'm not around, you just sit, play dead. Don't say anywhere crap or creep people out." Shane barges in. He tosses the cat back to in Andy's room. Shane, "Hey, your cat's freaking out. And clean up this room, alright?" He shuts the door. Angry, except maybe that guy. Beat. "I got an idea." Interior, Andy's apartment building, hallway, night. Andy sits in the hall with Chucky. Andy makes weird faces, trying to get Chucky to copy him. Andy says, "Like this." Excuse me. "One eye lower." "Yes." Andy laughs as Chucky makes a terrifying face. Fanning and Pug step out of the elevator. Pug's walking his dog, a drool-covered boxer named Franklin. Franklin charges towards Chucky. Pug, "Franklin!" Franklin bites down on Chucky's leg and shakes him off. Pug rushes over and helps Andy pull Chucky away. Pug continued, "Smack, sorry, he bites anything baby size. It's a problem." Andy, "It's fine." Fallon says, "Is that one of those buddy things?" Andy says, "Oh yeah, it's like my cousins. I'm just messing around."
Mm.
A
Oh,
little
that's
different.
interesting.
Yeah, a little
And
different.
like, there's no really no dog in the other movie too. Like they removed that aspect. I think there is like a dog in like one scene or something,
Yeah,
or they might have just removed it
yeah. I
completely.
think in the movie, the dog,
Hmm.
he's outside making faces, and then Pug and Fallon show up. The dog barks, and that's when Andy urinate starts going off. And that's when the guys, that's when the, "Oh,
All
that's
right.
freaking loud." He's like, "That's freaking loud." And he starts repeating. That's when they're like, "Hey, whoa, we could do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and here the dog bites Chucky, and they pull each other away. Like, "Hey, like the white don't bite his leg." Like, "Oh yeah, he bites anything baby size." So that's
That
different.
sounds
Yeah.
like very concerning for that
Yeah, that's
dog.
what I'm saying. Like, "Oh, you better
Yeah.
get that baby. You better get that dog away from my baby." Like, heck no, freaking
Yeah,
Franklin.
Yeah.
sounds
That.
like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh my gosh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But that gives Chucky a better reason to kill the dog later on if that were to happen.
Oh yeah,
I think
heck
that
yeah.
was originally intended for it as well. I'm pretty sure that I remember hearing that was supposed to happen in the film.
Mm.
Chios. All right, Romeo. Whenever you're ready, buddy. You got the
All
next
right,
page.
let's do this. Pug says, What's with the eyes? It's freaking terrifying. Freaking terrifying, Chucky says. What? No, he did not. Pug paces back and forth, overwhelmed with excitement. That thing just swore. It's not supposed to be able to do that, Fallon says. I know he's not exactly he doesn't exactly follow the rules, Andy says. Fallon says it doesn't follow the rules like it's a choice. Kinda, yeah, Andy says. So you're just casually playing God with your little free-willed baby Borg? Not a big deal, Fallon says. He just does whatever? You could make him do whatever? Pug says. Pretty much, Andy replies. Why are you not concerned? This is the exact dialogue that precedes every robot apocalypse scenario, Fallon says. Say, dingus cheese, Pug says. Dingus cheese, Chucky replies. Fallon quickly turning sides. Okay, I want this thing. That is the coolest, Fallon says.
Dude.
Yeah, that's very it sounds different.
Sounds different,
Yeah,
right?
that's interesting. Like I said, I really like that they kind of fleshed out these characters more. I wish that we got more to these characters in the actual movie because, like I said, it just kind of seems like they're just sort of there, and it would have been nice to get more, like them to get more fleshed out in the film. And I like that the script fleshes them out and gives them more dialogue and more scenes.
Yeah, I
Mm.
agree, dude. I really agree. See.
What's up, Anthony? So I just saw Anthony in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw
Anthony
it
G.
too.
What's up, Anthony G? Artificially hilarious.
Seem like the same person. They said like almost the same thing.
Ay, ay. Let's see. All right, we're
All right,
good.
we
We ready?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same as you guys do.
All right.
All right,
Well, let's do this. This thing is tits. So many questions. Who are you, and why are you not in our lives? Pug says. Andy, I just live right there. Andy says. Fallon, Pug, why are you in this hall? Fallon says. Andy, I don't know. I was gonna teach him to creep out my mom's boyfriend. Probably a bad idea. Pug says, wrong. Perfect. We're doing it. Right now. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. Shane gets up from the couch and heads towards the kitchen. He hears something and turns around. Chucky is sitting on the ground, lifeless. Shane turns back and keeps walking. Chucky, it's tickle time. Shane spins around. Chucky is now sitting closer with a creepy expression on his face, still lifeless. Shane, Karen. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Chucky is plugged into Andy's phone. Pug, Fallon, and Andy all watch a replay of Chucky's video stream on Andy's phone, laughing as Chucky continues to creep out Shane. Pug, this is legendary. He's crapping his pants with fear. He's he's got fear craps. Fallon, cool. Kendrick poster, by the way. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's like whatever. More Kendrick shout outs.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Man. These guys really love Kendrick.
Imagine like, what if Chucky like starts rapping like Kendrick later on in the
my
script?
God.
Oh my god.
He fully like just does one of like Kendrick's verses.
And he just so happens to be with a minor.
Oh boy,
That's funny.
dude, this is interesting. And the differences are like,
Yep. Because in the movie he didn't say.
I really dig it.
Yeah, because in the movie Chucky didn't say it's tickle time. He saved that later when he killed Shane. Here he said it's tickle time when he scared him.
Yeah, Cause like he took the he just like did like a roar sound, I think, in the
Yeah,
original
rah.
film, like when he scares him. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like rah,
He does
right in
that
the
like
face.
face.
It's really
Yeah.
interesting. It's really interesting that they took such a little detail like his tickle time and decided to move it later. Like, I wonder what the process was for them to decide like this deserves to be here and not here. And it's such
Yeah.
a small piece of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, it might come back. Like when for Shane's kill scene, it might just come back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It could like because like it could be innocent here, but it could be like darker later. And so it's kind of like you know, the way that like things flow, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Next page. Are we all ready?
We ready.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so Chucky says Andy does not listen to rap, but Andy nonchalantly rolls Chucky off of the bed to shut him up. Andy's hearing aid screeches. The battery is loose. Embarrassed, he takes it out and tears out the battery. What's with the robo ear? Pug says. Beat. Andy isn't sure what to say. Pug and Fallon wait. Andy, awkward in a robot voice, cannot compute. Oh, Fallon chuckles. Pug joins in. Andy's relieved. Fallon says, "You're a weird butt kid. I dig it." Chucky, OS, are we having fun now? Pug, heck yeah, that was tits. I got like 1,000 ideas for this thing. We should hang tomorrow. You in? Andy, totally. Interior, apartment building lobby day. Gabe opens the vending machine to repair it. Chucky waddles up behind Gabe and grabs a bag of chips. Chucky waddles back towards Andy, Pug, and Fallon, who are poking out from around the corner, waving for him to hurry. Omar, OS. The heck are you idiots doing? Omar and his crew crowd around behind the kids. It's tense. Omar watches Chucky hand the chips to Andy. Omar continued, "What is that?" Pug, "It's nothing. Don't worry about it." And that is, page 26, or like the actual page says, 25. Interesting. Because I don't think Omar is in this scene at all, huh?
Mm-mm.
This is the
Not
first
that I
time.
remember.
This is the first time he comes out, or the second time. 'Cause the first time he came out was he was bullying Pug in the script, and now he comes out again.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know in
I
the
wonder why they
movie.
took him out.
Yeah, because I know in the movie Chucky grabs the bag, and then it goes to the kids in the courtyard already eating the chips, and Chucky's doing the was it this is for Tupac to the unicorn stuff animal
That is
unicorn and stuff.
right.
But here they're still in the hallway, and that's when Omar comes in, like, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" Like, stuff like that. So it's a little different change here.
Yeah, because Omar is barely in the actual film itself. It seems like he's getting more screen time in the
Yeah, pretty
script,
much.
and
Yeah.
yeah, like it's really interesting, and it seems like they did more with like Andy's hearing aid in this. Like they like played it more into the actual like script and
Mm-hmm.
made it a part of his character a
Yeah,
little more.
that's exactly what I was thinking. They made it more of part of his character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I
it's
agree.
like this insecurity, it seems like, and he's like afraid to, like, he's like embarrassed by it, but
Mm-hmm.
like it seems like the way that they wrote like Fallon and Pug is like in a way where like they like accept him regardless
Yeah,
of him having a hearing aid, and so it
exactly.
helps him open up more.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
Heck yeah, it is.
Like I said, I really dig it. I like that they do that. I really wish that we got more like the way they handled the kid characters in this. I wish they handled it more like the script in the actual film,
Mm-hmm.
because it's more fleshed out and it allows you to get closer to these characters.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
Heck yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it like McDonald's.
Ba 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 cha 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 cha. Buddy.
Yes.
Ah,
All
ba
right.
ba ba
Let's
ba
see.
dee.
Where you at? 27, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go
On
ahead.
the thing, like, I noticed that the pages itself are numbered. Like this one says 26, but on the actual like page selector it says 27. It's
7.
because
Oh,
like
Yeah.
it includes like the title page,
oh, okay. Got
and
you.
so that makes more sense now.
That's why.
So Omar, is that freaking robot midget thieving snacks? Beat. Do it again.
Oh my
Exterior
god.
apartment building courtyard day. The kids eat the chips on the jungle gym. I have not heard that term in quite a while since I was a kid. Andy, you sure that janitor guy is not gonna get in craps? Fallon, who cares? Guy is a total creep. He asked me what hand sanitizer my mom uses. Oh.
What?
Oh, jeez. Omar shoves pens into the snowman's head, encouraging Chucky to do the same. Pug films it on his phone. Omar, now say, this is for Tupac. Chucky says,
Hmm.
this is for Tupac. Chucky doesn't move. Omar says, yeah, but you gotta stab the butthole when you say it. Andy watches, clearly uncomfortable with this. Pug, this scrap is so going viral. Andy rushes over and pulls Chucky away. Andy, okay, I think we're gonna go. Omar, narco alert, shut it. Mike walks through the courtyard carrying groceries. Mike, having fun up there? The kids ignore him, confused. Andy follows the lead.
Oh, that's different because I don't think Mike said anything in that scene. He just looked at them and then went on.
Yeah, he just looked over and just kind of like, I think he just rolled his eyes and walked away.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. And then Chucky
And
stabbing a
this is for
snowman.
Tupac still here.
Yeah, he stabbed me a snowman instead of the pony or the stuffed animal.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah, since it's Christmas time and there's like snow and stuff, like
Yep.
instead of a pony, yeah.
That's
You
exactly.
know, it could also be like, since they maybe they couldn't like get any like synthetic snow or anything like that for the set, so maybe that's why they changed the time that's set during.
That could be it too.
That
Mm.
could be why.
Yeah, I know that costs money too.
Yeah, because you have to like, because unless they like actually like, which I don't think most sets actually film during like actual snow, they usually get like, I'm pretty sure synthetic snow,
Yeah.
and so that could be another like reason why they changed like the times like that it's set during. But nonetheless, it's really interesting, and like I said, it says more like Omar like stuff, and because Omar just kind of appears as well like during this scene, like that this is for Tupac, like he's just kind of there,
Yeah.
you know. And now like it doesn't really seem like that. It's interesting how that works.
It's getting good. We're getting into the good stuff right now.
Oh, it's getting
Yeah.
there.
We're getting there.
Dude, it's crazy. We're like a quarter of a way through already. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm.
I can't get the way to get to the good stuff. Let's go.
Uh,
Let's
are
go
you guys
ahead.
ready for the next page?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yep.
Chucky says, "Narco, shut it." Mike stops. He brushes it off, and continues to the lobby.
Okay.
Omar, what a gooch.
Mm.
Pug says, "Yeah, total gooch. I heard he got Dylan's uncle arrested for having like a vape pen." Pug rambles on. Andy watches Chucky, who has found a dead bird in the courtyard. Chucky stares down at the bird for a long time. He picks up the bird by its leg, intrigued. Interior, Pug's apartment, Pug's room, day. Andy, Pug, and Fallon lounge around in Pug's room, checking their phones. Chucky sits next to Andy, observing his behavior, copying the way that Andy sits. Pug shows Andy a YouTube video of Chucky humping a lamp. Pug,
Mm.
check it. Those Chucky hump vids I filmed are getting crazy views. Andy, that's tits. A lot of tits in the script. Pug gives Andy a disapproving look. Pug, sounds weird when you say it. Chucky, play this video on the TV. Andy, okay, Chucky doesn't do that. He doesn't connect to stuff. Fallon says, probably better that way. Less chance of casually collecting our conversations for advertising.
Mm.
Pug gets up and turns on the TV, connecting his phone to it. Pug, sell me whatever the heck you want. Just don't make me turn on the TV. And that's page 27.
You can see how Andy is kind of
Interesting.
trying to act like Pug, sitting his phrase, and Pug looks at him like, "Nah, dude, don't do that. Like, only I can say that. It sounds better when I say it. You don't. It sounds weird when you say it." But again, Andy's trying to, come out of his shell, trying to act like them. Trying to act like them. Come out of your shell.
Yeah, the tits phrase, he doesn't like it when it's a Pug thing, I guess.
I guess so, but he's like, nah, I don't like it when I use it only.
And I don't remember. I don't remember them calling Detective Micah Gooch in the actual movie either.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't. And
don't talking about how they got like Dylan's uncle getting arrested or something like that for having a vape pen.
Yeah, it wasn't in there. And then the part where Chucky's grabbing a bird, holding it by its leg, blood dripping.
Yeah,
he looked intrigued.
Yeah.
That part was.
I thought that was interesting.
It's kind of showing you that Chucky is like he's very into like death in some capacity, like hurt things.
Yeah, he's like fascinated by the concept of death, and I kind of like it's a little. It sucks that they didn't like keep a lot of this stuff in because it developed like the whole AI aspect and that it's learning off of like its experiences and it's like
its environment,
getting more familiar. Yeah, it's like it's exploring and like certain things. Oh, excuse me. There are certain things will happen and like it'll be like kind of like you said, learning off of that and it'll be intrigued by it. It's like morbid curiosity coming from like Chucky.
Yep, and that's what
I find that interesting.
It gives you more of a development with Chucky's mind.
Yeah, there's more depth to it, and I really like that. That it goes more in depth with some of the concepts.
I agree.
Heck yeah. Alright, let's continue.
Yes.
We got this.
I think this is my last page.
Is that your last one?
I think so. Pug continued. Gotta do everything manually with this thing. So boring. Andy, yeah, it's pretty lame. Chucky turns to Andy, hurt. Oh, poor Chucky. Interior, Karen's apartment living room night. Andy, Pug, and Fallon watch a cheesy 80s horror movie, which turns out to be Texas Chainsaw 2, I'm pretty sure. They laugh uproariously at the absurd violence. Chucky waddles up to Andy. Chucky, hey Andy, you want to play now? Andy, not now. Chucky tugs on Andy's pant leg. Andy slides Chucky away with his foot, just like he did with his cat. Andy continued, Chucky, seriously, not now. Chucky watches the kids. They're completely ignoring him. Pug, wait for it. Killer, OS. Heads up, biatch. On screen, the killer stabs an old woman in the forehead with a knife. She goes cross-eyed and falls to the ground. The kids laugh. Chucky takes note of how much fun they're having, waddles off to the kitchen. Interior, Karen's apartment, kitchen, day. Chucky looks at the knife rack. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. The kids continue watching the movie. Chucky's shadow casts across the room from the kitchen. Fallon turns to look. Fallon, Andy. Interesting. It's just so interesting. Because, like, I just find it interesting. They don't go into detail, like, what movie they're watching, but, like, I wonder if they like wrote this like with them using the Texas Chainsaw 2 in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But this, cause that line, like it is in that movie, right? Like it technically is, cause it that's where he gets it from, and so
Heads up.
yeah, it's just really interesting how like and then like I don't think that they really go into detail in the actual film on how much like they're really neglecting like Chucky in this scene
Mm-hmm.
either.
You
How
can
he's just
see,
like
right?
nudging him aside.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
And Chucky's feeling like
it's just
he's like the
interesting.
cat, like how Chucky treated the cat, like get away, like I'm gonna just slide you away. I'm not gonna give you no attention.
Yeah,
So Chucky's starting to feel like, hey, this person's ignoring me. Like this person, like I don't think doesn't want to do nothing with me no more.
And I want to
yeah.
do
He
something
sees
that's fun with
the
them.
TV.
So
He's like, you know what? It's stabbing time.
I want to do something. I want to make them laugh like that movie is, and they're killing them and it's making them laugh. So he's like, it really is like interesting that he like just sees that and he just puts it together like, oh, so if I you know stab them and do that, then they
they'll
will
laugh.
laugh and have fun with me. But
Yep.
he's not realizing like if I kill them, they won't like. There's no they're dead. Like he's not
Yeah,
comprehending that because his database doesn't have it,
Mm-hmm.
so he's missing critical information.
he doesn't have that comprehension at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Oh man. All right,
Loving it.
Josh, you're up.
It's getting
It,
good.
it it's actually crazy that I'm reading this part because this is one of my favorite parts in the whole movie.
Oh my
So
Oh
gosh.
yeah,
there
that's
you
that's
go.
cool. Okay,
part's good.
page 30. They all turn towards the kitchen. Chucky stands in the doorway, knife in hand. He waddles towards them. Heads up, biatch, Chucky. Pug. Oh, that's priceless. Pug records on his phone. Chucky lifts the knife in the air, moving faster. Chucky, put down the knife, Andy says. Heads up, B. Heads up, bit. Heads up. Bit, bit, bit. Heads up, beat. Heads up, beat. He's heading straight for Pug. This isn't funny anymore. Andy rushes in and shoves a pillow over Chucky, pushing him to the ground. Chucky resists, cutting Andy's arm. Ow, Chucky, what's wrong with you? Andy says. Ashamed, Chucky drops the knife, subtly sad. He shuffles off to Andy's room. Dude, are you okay? Pug says. Yeah, it's nothing. It's fine, Andy says. Fine? Your toy was just running at us with a stabby knife.
Stabby
Fawn
knife.
says. He was just messing around. I'll turn him off. It's fine, Andy says. Andy follows Chucky to the bedroom. Interior, Cameron's room, Andy's room, night. Andy enters his room. Chucky sits on the bed, back turned from Andy. Sober. Andy hesitates, then leaves.
Oh.
That was very different than the original.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because like in the original, like like he when he cuts him, um, he like he says something after he cuts Andy, right?
Yeah. So he cuts him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, I, I, I just want you to be happy."
Yeah.
Is that? And then it cuts to Chucky
Yeah,
in the room already, like holding the stuffed animal,
he's
right?
like sad.
Yeah, but
He's like, "I'm
here,
Yeah, it's
sorry, Andy."
yeah, that's what it did. But here it's showing Pug and family like, dude, you okay? Dude, your dog just came out to like it's showing you more details on the aftermath of when Chucky got cut. So
that's
It is.
interesting.
yeah, but here
I like
shows
it a
that
lot.
then here when Andy goes to see Chucky, Chucky is just sobbing. So he's basically like not like crying, but he's like like doing like noises, right? Kind of like pretend crying, but he's kind of like saddened of what he did to Andy. But he didn't. But and Chucky in
Yeah.
this one, he never said, "I'm sorry, Andy." He just like was there, and Andy just hesitates. And he just closes the door and leaves. So,
Yeah,
oh man, dude,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of differences right
It
there.
seemed good. Yeah, that was a good bit.
Ooh. All right, go ahead.
I'm loving it.
Okay. Page 31. Interior,
Dude.
Karen's apartment, living room, day. Chucky sits on the couch, playing dead. Admiral hisses at Chucky. Shane tries to scoop the cat up. Admiral scratches and bites Shane. Shane, freak! He swats the cat away. Chucky, it's, OS. It's tickle time. Shane turns to Chucky, who is still playing dead. Chucky plays an audio recording from his speaker. Andy's VO. Shane's such a a-hole. Such a a-hole. Such a a-hole. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy and Karen are in the middle of a heated argument. I didn't make him say it, Andy says. Andy, don't you dare lie to me, Karen says. I'm not. Shane probably made it up. He's a total dyke, Andy says. If you have a problem with Shane, then we need to talk about it. He's trying to connect with you, Andy. You need to give him a chance. You can't just hide in here with your doll all day. Andy, at least Chucky listens. Karen, I'm trying to listen. You won't talk to me. I want you spending less time with that toy 1 hour a day, and the rest of the time he goes in the closet.
Ooh, starting to get heated.
Lot more-
That definitely wasn't in the original, like in the actual
Yep.
film. Like talking
Yep,
about
that was
closet. Like I remember the argument, but like it went differently, and yeah, cause it's interesting. You can't like the I don't know, for some reason when she said, well, you can't just hide in here with your doll all day. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
And
that's new.
the whole Chucky part's different because in the movie, that's when Karen made cookies and Shane's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab another beer," and he opens the fridge, and he looks over there where Chucky scared him. And then when he turns around, Chucky's there standing on the corner top, saying, "Oh, Shane's such an a-hole." And that's when Karen comes over and starts laughing. He's like, "What? You think that's funny?" And then Shane walks away.
Mhm.
Here, Chucky's on the couch playing dead, and then he hears Shane's such an a-hole. Shane's like, what the heck? And then
Yeah.
Chucky's still playing dead on the couch. So it's a little different from the movie itself, like how it goes down.
And like the argument wasn't as heated in the movie either, though.
Yeah,
Not that I
I
remember.
think
Like
in the movie he says he could stay. He's like, I'm keeping the. She says, that he's freaking out, Rooney out. I'm just gonna keep him separated. He's like, I could do that by just keeping him in my room. She's like, she's staying in there, and that's final. That's what I remember from the
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
yeah, so I remember she like locks him up in that thing, like,
Yeah,
and I guess that's not in the script. It seems like,
yeah, probably not.
or she locks him away.
Crazy. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, so page 32. If everyone's
Yeah,
good.
Karen grabs
Yes,
Chucky.
we
Yeah.
all say.
Okay. Karen grabs Chucky, marches into the living room, and tosses Chucky in the closet. No! You're gonna scare him, Andy says. Listen to yourself, Andy. It's a toy. Your cat sketches. Yeah, your cat sketches out every time it gets near this thing. I'm keeping them separated. Closet, that's final. Later, Andy wakes up in the middle of the night. Thump, thump, thump. Chucky bangs against the closet door. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, day. Andy gets home from school. He tosses his bag aside and heads for the closet. All right, Chucky, time to, Andy says. The closet door is open. No sign of Chucky. Interior, Karen's apartment, kitchen, day. Andy searches the apartment. He turns the corner into the kitchen. His cat is laying on its side in a pool of blood. Dead. Chucky stands over the cat, staring down at it. He slowly turns his head to face Andy. Admiral, Andy says. Andy rushes over. He grabs a dish towel, trying to stop the bleeding, but it's clear that the cat is dead. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Andy says. Kitty was getting in our way. But now we can play again, Chucky says. Andy turns to Chucky. Yeah, that was
Wow.
a lot.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
First kill.
and hmm. Andy looks at me the other day. Andy gets home from school, he touches his back inside. Yeah, it kind of seems like it's a 1-to-1 to it. Just the name, of course, of the cat is different, and but it seems like it's at least with this page, it seems like a 1-on-1.
Yeah, because I know in the
Yeah.
movie he walks in and when he puts his backpack down, so when he stops, he turns around to the closet and notices the glass is broken. Here he's going, all right, Chucky,
Yeah,
time to get out, and he's like, oh wait, he's not in here. And then that's when he's like, sees Chucky next to Admiral. He's like, oh god, what happened? He didn't say that in the movie, but he just said, Rooney, Chucky, did you do this?
yeah,
So little stuff different here and there.
Interesting. Yeah, like very slight, like some differences, but like basically plays out like almost exact same.
yeah, like 95%.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and continue.
All right, okay, 33. I think I have one more after this. Uh, Chucky, dot dot dot. Did you do this? Andy says, "Are we having fun now?" Chucky says. Chucky, answer me. Did you do this? I told you not to hurt anybody. You promised. Tell me you didn't do this, Andy says. Chucky waddles off. Now we can play again. Let's go play, Andy says. Andy is left with the body of his dead cat, devastated. A bloody pin is on the ground nearby, just like the one that Chucky stabbed into the snowman. Exterior, apartment building, hallway, day. Admiral's body is wedged into a shoebox. Andy holds the box for a long time. He opens the garage chute, hesit, uh, hesitates, when then drops the shoebox inside. He slicks down against the wall next to the garbage chute. Exterior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. Andy sits on the couch, still in shock. Karen searches the apartment while on the phone. Karen on the phone. I already told you I can't work Christmas Eve. Then tell Dave to come in. I've. Andy, have you seen Admiral? Andy, it just happened. I didn't know, Andy says. You left the door open again, didn't you? Jesus, Andy, I've told you 100 times, Karen says.
We.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Oh man, dude.
Ooh.
I think it's
Yeah.
funny how it mentions that like Chucky used the pen like the one that he stabbed the snowman. Like when we read that part,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he actually stabbed the snowman though. He did nothing. They're trying to get him to use the pen though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the movie, I don't think
Game's
he used the pen. He killed the cat with something else, or it didn't show what he killed the cat with. It just they just throw the body away. But I know there was a deleted scene I saw on Instagram where it's this scene like Chucky's walking out singing the Buddy song, and Andy is like picking up the pen, like picks up the pen, it's all bloody, and she's like looking at it, and then that's when it shows him holding the shoebox, about to throw it into the garbage disposal.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember watching that on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's the scene right there. Let's go play,
Mm.
and he just walks off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah,
He
he just
kind of
waddles off.
it's a little like sinister that he like asks like Andy like asks him like answer me like do you do this and Chucky just walks away without like really answering his question.
Yeah, that's the clip, right? When he's
Yeah.
like, Chucky's like, did you do this? Tell me you didn't do this. And he's like,
Yeah.
what is it like? Let's go play. And he just walks away. I
Yeah,
think that's the
Yeah.
one that he's not fully finished, right? It's like all CGI and like walking away.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's the scene then. That's the one right there. I think
Easy.
they should have kept that because Andy looks more freaked out in that scene than what he did in the actual movie.
Yeah, and the scene with Karen is pretty much the same from what I can see.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, you got
I
one more,
almost
right?
like down to T.
Yeah.
That one. All right, go ahead.
All right, it's my last one. Karen storms out and searches the hallway. Admiral, come on out. Where are you? Karen says. Andy remains on the couch, very much alone. In interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy enters his room. Chucky looks in the dark corner, his red eyes glowing. He's holding a kitchen knife. Nervous, Andy nervous. Chucky, where'd you get that? Put that down. I told you no more knives. Playtime's over. Come on. Drop the knife and go in the closet. No, intense Chucky says.
Now.
Chucky, I'm giving you an order. Please, just drop the knife and go in the closet, Andy says. I'm not going in the closet. I'm not going in the closet. They want to make you unhappy. I won't let them. I need to protect you. You're my best friend. Are we having fun now? Chucky says. Nope. It doesn't say if Andy said that or not, but it just
Yeah.
says nope. Later, Andy can't sleep. Chucky is in the corner, staring at him. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, day. A knock on the door. Andy answers. It's Pug, out of breath.
Whoa, that's a new
Man,
scene right
that
there.
scene. Yeah, that was all. That was a good. I wish they added that.
Mm-hmm. Put the knife down, Andy.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like, oh, damn. Where'd you get that?
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. Where'd you get that intense
Like,
voice?
yeah, when did you get so confident?
They don't really show that rebellious side in the movie.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I'm just
He's like more
imagining.
rebellious in the script.
Yeah, I'm imagining Mark Hamill voice over it. No. Like, just saying intense wise. Like,
Like, what if it
damn.
Yeah,
gets deeper when he says it too? Like a little, like slight deeper pitch in his
Oh,
voice.
yeah, that too.
yeah,
No. Like, hey. The hell
Yeah,
you
like
mean
they could
no?
even like add like a glitchy effect too.
yeah. The like he's breaking his programming or whatever.
Yeah,
I wish they would have kept that.
Okay.
interesting. Oh, definitely
Let's see. Knock on the door and the
more
answers.
thrillerish.
It's Pug out of breath. Alrighty. Y'all ready? Alright, let's see.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a drink, but I can still hear you guys.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
So Pug, Omar, Pug says, Omar got one. A buddy. Fully functional. Does all the cool crap. It's tits. Come on. Pug runs off. Andy looks back towards his room. Should he leave Chucky alone? Question mark. Pug continues. Hurry! Andy follows Pug. Interior Omar's apartment, living room, day. All the kids from the apartment building have gathered to check out Omar's new toy. Buddy controls Omar's Castle RC car, driving it around the room whatever he points. Andy is at the back of the crowd trying to get a look. He's invisible again. Uh, Interior Karen's apartment, living room, night. Andy watches TV. Chucky climbs onto the couch next to him. Andy gets up and leaves, pretending not to notice Chucky. Interior Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy pretends to sleep. Chucky tugs on Andy's shirt. Chucky says, singing, You are my buddy until the end. More than a buddy, you're my best friend. Andy doesn't answer. Interior Karen's apartment, living room, day. Karen and Shane enter the apartment. Andy rushes out the door. Karen, whoa, where are you running out to now? Andy says, Omar's, be back later. Ooh wee. We're
Mm,
starting to see
Definitely some
Andy.
mm.
differences.
Yeah, you're starting to see Andy ignoring Chucky now.
Yep. And it seems like what's interesting too is that like um you know Omar gets a buddy as well, and so when they like when Chucky like basically assumes that position later, it's more seamless because he just gets one out of the blue in the actual movie,
Yeah,
and it obviously it turns out to just be like Chucky.
yeah.
So it's really interesting.
In the movie, that scene doesn't come out until the janitor's death afterwards, when
Yeah.
one of the friends come be like, "Oh, look what Omar got. You should come check it out." And then that's when Andy goes after the death of the janitor. But here it's way before the death of the janitor, so it's early on in
Yeah.
the movie.
And
Way
they like
early.
do it so that like they could like do that switch later, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. And it shows you that Andy is ignoring Chucky not once but twice already. Once in the couch and one in the bed. So like,
Oh
ooh,
yes.
Chucky ain't liking that.
Not at all.
Crazy. All right, next page. Shane, don't forget your little doll. Andy says, don't need it. Andy shuts the door. Shane says, seriously? What'd I do? Every time I walk in the door, he leaves. Karen says, that's not true. This isn't like him. I think there's something's going on. Shane says, kid can't even be in the same room as me. Chucky watches Shane from Andy's bedroom. Interior Karen's apartment, bathroom night. Shane washes his hand. Chucky waddles in and lies down on his back behind Shane, playing dead. Shane takes a step back. He slips on Chucky and bangs his head against the wall. Shane, piece of crap. Shane grabs Chucky and smacks his head against the corner. He pulls Chucky closer, inspecting him. He flicks Chucky's forehead. He flicks it again. He goes off to flick it again. Chucky suddenly turns alive. Chucky, D-cheese! Shane flails and smacks Chucky against the wall. Chucky continues. Shane's such an a-hole. Shane's such an a-hole. Shane's such an a-hole. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy checks his phone. Sitting on his bed, Shane storms in and throws Chucky across the room. There's the different part. Shane didn't pee on himself.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead, he tripped on him. That's funny. I think that's
Yeah.
a callback to the original movie. You know how when Karen opened the battery and Chucky goes, "Hi, I'm Buddy, wanna play?" and she drops him. That's a reference because Shane's going tapping on his head like, "Come on, turn on." He goes, "It's tickle time!" Oh, and he drops him and throws him towards the wall. So it's a reference to the first
Yeah.
movie, which is pretty dope.
It's
Love the
interesting
reference.
that Chucky wanted to lay down and have Shane like
Yeah,
flip on him. Like, did he know he was gonna do that? Like, I'm curious why he chose to. That's just a very weird way to go about that.
yeah, like he purposely
And a
did
lot
it.
of playing dead too. Like
Yeah,
Chucky plays dead a lot in this. Apparently, like he does. Like I guess it's like kind of like an aspect of the film because he doesn't really do that like in the actual film. Like he does a lot in the script though.
yeah.
He's like Woody from Toy Story,
Yeah.
Oh my
which is
gosh.
funny because they did that poster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
they
then
did.
the Barbie he does the Barbie mode in this. He just goes like dead.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Let's see.
Interesting.
Shane, you got a problem with me? Say it. No more using your little doll. Andy, I'm getting mom. Andy stands up. Shane shoves him back onto his bed. Shane says, Mommy's not gonna save you. You got a problem with me? And be a freaking man and say it. Come on, let's hear it. A long beat. That's what I thought. Shane leaves and slams the door. Andy punches his pillow, tearing up. Andy, I freaking hate him. Why can't he just leave us alone? Just go away. Chucky lights up. He has an idea. Interior apartment building. Hallway night. Mike knocks on Doreen's door, holding a bag of groceries. Shane exits Karen's apartment. He kisses Karen goodbye and heads past Mike to the elevator. He nods at Mike. Mike says, Hey. Something small slipped into the staircase behind Mike. Exterior apartment building. Parking lot night. Shane walks to his work truck, mid conversation on his phone. Shane says, There's no point. I take him down. Now I just gotta put him back up again in. I work I work I work enough as it is. I'm not having this conversation. Shane's opened up the truck door. He hears a thump in the back. Shane continued, Hold on. Hold on.
Mm. Okay, I saw some differences there.
Yep.
I like that Chucky slips down the staircase to
Mm-hmm.
show how he gets down
Sneaks.
to the van.
Yep.
We're gonna see a shot of him running from the back.
Oh, that
Mm,
too. And then this one, Shane
Yeah.
doesn't break up with Karen. He kisses her goodbye. So they don't. He doesn't break up with her like in the movie.
Wait, does
mm,
I don't remember him actually breaking up with her in the film.
Yeah, I remember when she's like, "Well, he's my son." Like, well, I didn't say nothing. When you talk to him, talk to me. He's like, "I was just being nice." He's like, "You know what, freaking." He's like, "Well, freaking, it's not my problem." And that's when he looks at Mike, and Mike's like, and he walks away, and Karen Mike looks at Karen, and Karen goes in, and Mike goes in, because you know he's
Mhm.
all Shane's all pissed about the whole situation.
yeah, I'm
Wow.
curious. I'm curious why they didn't add the Chucky going down the stairs. I wonder what stopped him doing that.
Yeah, probably maybe the
Could have
puppeteer,
been
maybe it
time
was
restraints.
that, maybe the puppeteer was just too hard to have him move down the stairs. Maybe.
They could have been because they used CGI a few times in the film. They could have also used CGI to make it work too.
Yeah, they could
Hmm.
have. They could have. Let's see.
Because some
He
of the CGI in the film wasn't bad.
No, it was pretty good. I liked
Pretty
it.
good.
I
Yeah,
liked
like
it.
the CGI looks pretty good. Because some CGI looks terrible, and the CGI in the film it was really well done.
Like yeah, they use it in the best parts, which is smart. Let's see.
Mm,
He checks the truck bed, which is filled with landscaping tools. He tosses a tarp aside. Nothing. He tosses the tarp aside. Nothing. He hops back into the truck. Exterior Shane's house. Night. A nicer part of town. Shane pulls into the driveway of a suburban house. He takes a deep sigh and pulls out a wedding ring from the glove compartment. Two little girls run out to greet Shane, giving him a hug in the driveway. Little girls, Daddy! Shane says, there's my girls. Sorry, Daddy's a slowpoke getting home. He enters the house. We see a trail of small footprints leading from the back of the truck into the bushes. Through the living room window, we watch Shane approach his wife, 30s. She's not happy. Pointing at the garden outside, she yells at him. An argument commences. Shane barges out the door, holding a Christmas lights box. Later, Shane is on a ladder, cursing under his breath as he attaches Christmas lights to the shingles. The ladder clangs below. He looks down. Nothing but snow and tree shadows stretching across the lawn. He continues working. Clang. The ladder shakes. Shane grabs the hold. He aims his flashlight into the yard, spotting small prints through the mud. Shane. The hell? He waves the loose string of lights around below him, trying to scare the creature away. He waits, goes back to work. Shane continue. Freaking raccoon. So, mm, seems like
mm,
There's no mention of raccoons in the movie.
it seems like a continuing scene. Like it was just like a one shot. Like when he gets out, the girls come out. He goes in talking to the wife, and it shows the camera showing footprints of the trunk of the truck going towards the bushes. And then the camera slides back to Shane arguing with his wife, and then Shane grabs the box, goes down, goes outside, and then he starts taking out the light. So it's kind of like a one shot of one camera shot instead of editing it
yeah,
from hugging the girls and then already being outside with the ladder taking out the lights, like the movie does. So that's pretty cool. It
Yeah.
shows how Chucky went sneak into the backyard through the bushes with his little footprints. It's cool that they show that part.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, and the cinematography would have been really good too.
Oh heck yeah! Cause you're going like, oh smack, he's in the house, like he's there.
Mm,
Like he's there.
Yes.
Let's see. Clunk. The ladder unlocks and slides down. Shane grabs at the gutter, tearing free from the roof as he falls towards the ground and snap. Shane breaks both of his legs upon landing. Shane continued. Ah! Interior Shane's house, living room,
mm,
night. Shane's daughters sit on the couch with earphones in, zoned in on their phones, unaware that Shane can be seen through the window, staggering, still screaming in pain. Exterior Shane's house, yard, night. Shane drops to the ground, tangled in a mess of Christmas lights, crawling through the snow. He hears rustling around him. Shane aims his flashlight into the claustrophobic garden. A quick flash of something moves through the rows of peas. He crawls over to a nearby motorized snowblower, still tangled up in the lights. He grabs the snowblower handles and uses it to climb to his feet. Chucky, what's that? Chucky over sound, whatever. It's tickle time. Startled, Shane spins around and falls back against the snowblower, accidentally activating it. The engine roars to life. The blades spin, tossing dirt and snow up into Shane's face. Shane tumbles to the ground, caught in a flurry of soil spray. He crawls away from the dirt and wipes his eyes as the string of Christmas lights wrapped around Shane yanks. Catching in the blades of the snowblower, the machine pulls towards Shane. Guided by the string, Shane desperately tries to free himself. Chucky lunges at him with a kitchen knife. Shane grabs Chucky, holding back the doll as it slices at his arms.
Mm,
Let's go.
okay.
Interesting.
So
It's
It's a
getting
Chucky,
lot more
interesting.
detailed.
yeah, so Chucky jumps towards him and Shane's holding him back like, ah, freaking.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
So, ooh, that's a
because he
beast.
definitely. I don't think he does that in the movie either. Like he goes down pretty easily, all
Yeah,
things considered.
yeah, I think Shane already got caught up in the lights, and that's when Chucky gets on top of him and goes, "It's tickle time." Nobody mess with my best
Yeah.
buddy. So here there's kind of like a struggle to get Chucky off, like, oh, get off, get off. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and in this one, it's a snow blower, not a lawnmower. So I
Yeah,
think it was a lawnmower in the movie.
yeah, that's what it was.
Snowblower.
Ooh. All right, this is my
Yeah, yeah.
last
The script it says snow blower.
snowblower. All right, this is my last page. Let's see. Shane. Ah, help. Jane, help. No. The snowblower shatters Christmas bulbs as it tugs towards him. Shane smashes Chucky against the ground, rolling through the snow until Shane grabs onto the edge of the snowblower, holding it back as it pulls forward. The surging tightens and chokes around his neck. The blades spin inches away from his face. He reaches for the off switch around the side, fumbling around to find it. Chucky climbs onto Shane's stomach and lifts the knife up and ready to strike. Chucky, nobody hurts my best buddy. Shane lets go of the snowblower to stop Chucky. The snowblower yanks forward and, kathunk, it chops into Shane's skull. The blades clank to a halt.
Ooh.
Shane's arms drop to his side, dead. Chucky waddles next to Shane's head, gently pressing the knife against Shane's neck, tracing over the skin. He watches the blood droplets release from the point of his knife. Mesmerized, he follows their path down the curves of Shane's neck. There's a slick of pleasure here. Chucky smiles. Chucky says, "This is for Tupac." Clearly, he doesn't know what that means. Chucky lifts the knife up and swings it down at Shane's neck. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, day. Andy alarm rustles. He turns it off, sits up. Frazzled, he looks straight ahead at his desk. There's something on it. Shane's severed head with a bow tie on top. Clearly still half asleep, in a complete daze, Andy just stares blankly at the decapitated head. No reaction.
Mm. Okay, I like this a lot better
No
than the movie.
reaction.
Yeah, I like the kill with Shane a lot better in this than I do in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Seems like it goes into more gory detail with it
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, like he's enjoying it. Like how it says, like he's just grabbing his knife and frailing Shane's neck. Probably most likely to like cut his head off. He's enjoying it, like seeing the blood come out. Like, whoa, this is his first time experimenting on human flesh.
Yeah.
Like I am curious though, where was the transition where it went from Chucky just being like, "What is this?" to I'm taking pleasure in it. Like I kind of can't think of like a point in the script or the movie where he kind of figures out that he gets pleasure from it. Like in this scene, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, he has pleasure in it, but I wonder at what point did he actually like what made him switch from this is interesting to this is pleasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think when he saw
Could be
the
because of the cat, and then like the movie kind of played a big part.
yeah, and then with
Yeah.
the whole bird too, when he had the bird upside down, seeing the blood drip, and then here when he cut Shane's neck, it says that he started seeing the blood drip down, and that's when he was like, oh, humans have it too,
Yeah, it's like a combination of things.
building
Mm.
up. So it was like, ooh,
Yeah,
so freaking Chucky, bro,
it's building up.
he's already learning, he's already building up to that evil side.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, but overall, I like this death a lot more than the movie because the movie was like kind of like
I agree.
rushed. Here is that it's taking its time for with Shane's death.
Oh yeah,
Breathing.
A lot more
because
details.
in the
Yeah,
movie
it's
it happens
breathing.
so quick too.
Yeah. So here's like ooh, a lot of small details. Let's go.
Oh, definitely.
Alrighty, Romeo,
Uh,
you're up.
Time to do this. Uh, so he gets up and shuffles out of the room. Interior Karen's apartment, bathroom day. Andy brushes his teeth, still in a sleepy daze. He stops, drops the toothbrush, realizes what he just witnessed. Interior Karen's apartment, Andy's room day. Andy runs back into the room, Shane's head. It's real. He backs up against the wall in horror.
Mm.
Chucky, OS, surprise. Andy jumps. Chucky waddles to him. Andy, no. Chucky, now you can be happy again. Andy,
Mm.
why? Chucky says, I'd do any day for my best buddy. Andy says, I didn't want this. Tell me you didn't do this, Chucky. Why would you do this? Chucky plays back an audio recording. Andy, VO, why can't you just leave us alone? Just go away. Just go away. Just go away. Just go away. Andy, no, stop it. Stop it. Andy grabs Chucky and throws him into his closet. He shoves his chair against the door. Andy drops to the ground, overwhelmed. He grabs his phone with trembling hands, struggling to type a message.
Mm.
Okay, so we got a little more here, like
Yep.
him brushing his teeth and stuff, and then dropping the toothbrush and realizing, okay. Yeah, it's interesting. A little bit more, but it pretty much plays out the same, but it has like extra little small details like that.
Yep. It's crazy, dude. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
It's nuts.
crazy.
And then
It's
let's
more
see.
detailed how Andy is trying to grab the phone with his shivering hands, like trying to type a message, like, oh, like what just
Yeah,
happened? Like what just happened? All freaked out.
yeah. Cause I don't think I don't remember like Auntie like actually typing a message. I think it just cuts to like Fallon and Pug.
Yeah, I don't know. He just got the phone and go, "Tick," and then that's when Phantom Pug, you summoned, like, what's up? What you need? And that was it.
Yeah,
It was like a fast thing.
like I said, it happens so fast. Like the way the film's paced is paced like it's such a fast paced way.
hmm I'm telling you,
It doesn't really like have time to breathe.
yeah. I'm telling you, this feels like a 2 hour movie. That's why.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like very condensed it in like a shorter like span.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Next page. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room day. A knock on the door. Auntie answers it. It's Pug and Fallon. You beckoned? Fallon says. What's the problem? Pug says. Interior, Andy's apartment, Andy's room day. Andy, Pug, and Fallon all stare at the head, bug-eyed, frozen. Later, Pug vomits into the wastebasket. Andy paces around the room, panicking. Fallon hasn't moved, still fixated on the head, completely bewildered. Pug, what the
Mm.
frick, man? Fallon, there's a bow on its head. Pug, where's the rest of them? Why?
Hmm.
Andy, crap. Fallon, this is all our fault. We saw the signs. Pug, you said problem. A problem is crapping your pants. There's a freaking a hack. I guess Pug vomits again. Fallon, we saw all the signs and we did nothing. Pug, what signs? It's a toy. Not a freaking voodoo murder doll. Reference to
There
chapter
it
Mm.
is.
one.
Yep, there's the
Wow. Yeah.
reference.
Reference.
There's the reference right there.
That's
Wow.
great. I
It
think it's
says
funny how they slide in those references.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it says a specific reference.
A voodoo murder
Good.
doll. It's like, bro, you should have kept that in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That would have been
because
perfect
the people who
commentary.
yeah, exactly.
They
Gee,
sh-
it's interesting.
Heck yeah, it is. They should have freaking kept it.
It's literally, I think that's one of the only things that's different about this part is just that little reference. That's interesting. Yeah, they still kind of pace it similarly to the movie. It's just that like you said, there's more breathing room
Yeah.
for some of these
Mm-hmm.
scenes. Yeah, this is interesting though.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I like it so far.
Yeah, I'm really digging this. It's getting really good.
Just wait, brother.
Uh,
It gets better. It gets better.
Are you ready for the next page?
Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
I want to
My
get to the
third
good stuff.
page. Andy says, "What do I do? Cops? Do I call the cops?" Pug says, "No cops. I'm not going to jail." And he says, "I'll just tell them the truth." Fallon says, "Sure, tell the cops a severed head ended up in your room because your toy went full-blown psycho killer. We'll see how that goes." "Cops don't give a crap about us," Pug says. Fallon says, "We can't tell anybody. Nobody'd believe us. We we let things get out and we're taking the fall." Pug says, "It's winking at me. I can't look at it anymore. Get rid of it."
Oh my god.
Fallon says, "He's right. No time to think this through. We've got to hide the evidence." "And what?" Andy says. Andy looks around the room. His eyes land on a roll of Christmas wrapping paper. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room day. The kids went over mitts, doing a crappy job of gift wrapping. Shane's body, Shane's bloody severed head, shoving layers upon layers of crumpled paper and tape on over chunks of bloody flesh. It's a messy. It's a mess. Pug gags. God damn it, Pug says. "Shut it and hurry," Fallon says. Oh wow, it actually shows the wrapping. I don't think they show that in the original. And I get the film, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like you mean like showing them actually doing it?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think
I
they
mean
show
they.
it in the film. Do they?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
when
they
he's
do.
holding. Yeah, they do. They do.
Is that like I said, it's been a while since I've seen it, so
Yeah, I think they're
I don't
rapping it.
remember.
That's when Pug's like, "Why is there a watermelon?"
Like it's
Yeah.
winking at me.
Yeah, that part. Why is there a watermelon involved?
Mm.
The one.
This is really I said, interesting though.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. It's basically the same as the actual film though, for what I could tell.
Shh, just wait. Just wait.
Oof.
It's a totally different movie from
Mm.
in the ending. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, it's getting there though. Interior, Karen's apartment living room day. Andy holds the gift wrapping head in his oven mitts. Fallon, just go straight to the garbage chute and make the drop. Andy, okay, we could do this. The kids march towards the door. Pug says, if anyone stops you, say you've got like crazy diarrhea or something, no time to talk. The door swings open. Karen enters. The kids freeze up. Karen says, Andy, you're supposed to be at school. What's going on? Long beats. Andy says, choking on his words, diarrhea. Karen says, what? What are you doing? What are you all doing here? Foul and flustered. What are any of us doing here, really? Times are crazy. Global warming. The bees are dying. But we're here, living, and the real question is where we're going, right? Outside, right? Outside. Pug. For the school, yeah. Going to the learning, so we should go now. The kids try to move around. Karen, she steps in their way, suspicious. Karen says, what's that? Andy says, Christmas present.
Uh-oh.
I think that's funny, the global warming line.
The global warming, the bees are dying. We gotta do, we're just out here.
Yeah.
Trying to come
The
up with
bees are
all
dying.
these things, Trying to make up all these freaking, like, stories just to, like, get her off the track.
Yeah.
Freaking hate, Pug.
And it's interesting.
We gotta go to
You gotta go to school.
the learning.
You gotta get to the learning.
Oh my god, you got
Learning.
Yeah, I think it's like the only thing that actually I gotta know is different. Like most of it's the same though. But yeah, I like that line. It's funny.
Yeah, it's just different dialogue here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, like very minor differences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Are we set for the next page?
Yeah, we're set.
I think it's my last page. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Karen, for who? Andy, sheepish. Old lady down the hall. She helped me with stuff, homework stuff. So I made her a thing. Karen says, "Uh-huh. Did you two help him with this?" Pug says, "No. Frick no. That was all Andy." Andy says, "Language." Karen's not buying it. She stares down the children. Karen says, "Okay, then let's deliver it." Beat. Andy, what? Karen says, "You said that's a gift for Doreen, so let's deliver it." Yeah, I think this is Andy, but I'm not sure if it's the script speaking.
Yeah, it's
Crap.
probably Andy. Yeah, it's probably Andy.
Yeah. Interior apartment building hallway night. Ding dong. Doreen opens her door. Karen and Andy are in the hallway. Andy holds the gift. Doreen, well, hello. Isn't this a surprise? Karen, Doreen, Andy has something to say. Beat. Andy slowly, reluctantly holds out the gift wrapping head. Gift wrapped head, I mean. This is for you.
Uh-oh.
Wow. This is getting wow. And also I noticed something like when it says beat, I guess it's supposed to mean that like there's like a pause.
Pause, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what I gathered. Cause at first it's like, what does that mean? But now I'm starting to kind of realize it's supposed to mean that there's a pause in between certain things.
Yeah, like everyone's quiet, like
Yeah.
smack.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Do y'all help him
I
with
said it kind of plays out differently.
Yeah. Y'all help with this? Freak no. Like this guy freaking
Yeah.
Bug's like, hell no, I didn't help him with that. You crazy. Like this guy, he's like, language, dude. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You're in my house. Like, this guy.
Yeah, they sold him out.
Yeah, basically.
I think it's funny how that works.
And Karen's like, I ain't buying it. Let's go deliver it. Like, hell
Yeah,
no.
I think it's because in the film, like, she seems like very on board with it. Like, oh yeah, let's go deliver it. But like here, she's like very suspicious, and she's just like she thinks something's off or something.
And she's doing it because she wants to see if it's real legit or not.
Yeah, and so like it plays out like a little differently in that aspect. That like
Mhm.
she just doesn't really believe what they're saying.
Mm,
Uh-oh.
It's
Crazy.
interesting.
Alrighty, Josh, you're
mm,
next.
got it. It's a Christmas present for helping my son with homework stuff. You did help, Andy, right? Karen says. Doreen's confused. Andy gives her a desperate look. Oh, of course. Always happy to help with such a sweet boy, Doreen says. Doreen grabs the gift. She drops it. Thud. Andy looks nauseous. Doreen bends over and picks it up. Oh dear, heavy, isn't it? Hope it's not fragile, Doreen continues. She shakes the head, then starts to open it. Andy's flustered. Don't open it! You don't open it. It's for Christmas. Oh, what a lovely thought. We can open it together then. I'll put it right under the tree. Thank you, Doreen says. Doreen shuts the door. So that's that. Nothing you want to tell me? Karen says. Andy shakes his head, still in disbelief. Exterior, run down the street, day. Andy, Pug, and uh, I always forgot her name. Damn, what's her name?
Sally?
Fallon.
Fallon. Jesus. Walk to school.
You're all good.
Stupid. Why we use wrapping paper? Pug. We've got till Christmas next Friday. I'll get rid of it, Andy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, it's gonna be kind of remember they like went like didn't they like go like to dinner or something like later on.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, this could be interesting.
Heck yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there. Getting
Ugh.
Yeah, it's really like a lot of it is like we're saying like a lot of it's like the same, but like there's some like minor differences and stuff that keep
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
up here and there. And I think it's pretty cool.
yeah. That one kind of just seemed like very similar to me.
Yeah, it just basically it was very similar, but like it played off slightly different.
pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. Pretty much. Alright. You go ahead
Gotta
and
love
continue,
it.
Alright.
Josh.
Alright. That's not even our biggest problem. You've got a killer doll in your closet. We let this go too far. You know what we've got to do, Fallon says. Exterior,
Uh-oh.
Shane's house, day. The yard has been turned into a crime scene, surrounded by police tape. A forensics team photographs the scene, placing blood and evidence markers. Mike gets out of his car and flashes his badge to an officer. Entering the crime scene, a seasoned homicide detective, Willis, 40s, rushes over to Mike. What do we got? Mike says. Blood all over the yard, body stabbed 13 times, head cut clean off while the wife and kids were at home, Willis says. Where where we at with print casting, Mike says. Mike kneels next to Shane's headless corpse. Only other prints look to fit a toddler. Wife says he came here straight home from work, Willis says. Mike picks up Shane's wallet and looks at his ID, recognizing the face. Not sure that's true, Mike says. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy wields a hammer. He cautiously approaches his closet door. He slides the chair away and swings the door open. Chucky sits inside, looking sad. He scrapes Andy's pocket knife against the wall. Andy grips hammer. You left me all alone. I don't like the closet, Chucky says.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Hmm.
like the closet.
Uh-oh. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there.
No, we're getting there.
Oh. This
Remember
Hmm.
definitely changed the dead white man on a water patch, the poetic line that
yeah.
that like Mike says.
Yeah, that was completely taken out.
Yeah, it wasn't even in here.
Yeah, and this scene with the Shane figuring out the body and everything was happened later than the movie. The movie, as soon as Shane died, it went right straight into this scene. Now this scene's happening after the head was given to Doreen.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh,
Mm.
different markers. What's going on? So,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
it's interesting.
Interesting.
heck yeah. Go ahead,
It's
Josh.
Okay.
getting good though.
Heck yeah.
48. Chucky, drop the knife. Andy says, "You're my best buddy. I want you to be happy." Chucky says, softly, "I know. We're gonna play now. But you've gotta drop the knife, okay? Drop the knife, or no more playtime. It's your choice. It's one or the other." Andy says. Chucky smiles. He drops the knife. Do, do, do you forgive me? Chucky says. Andy fights back tears. "Come out. Let's go play," Andy says. Andy waves for Chucky to follow him. Uh, Hold on, my app just messed up.
Oof.
That was weird. It skipped me a few. What were we on? 44? No.
7 or 8.
40. Oh, okay, I'm back on it. Uh, Karen, and was it interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night?
Yeah.
Okay. Chucky followed Andy down the hall. Andy looks anxious, like a boy being forced to put down his dog. Interior, Pug's apartment, Pug's room, night. Chucky follows Andy into the room. Oh, wait, it's at Pug's apartment? I don't think I knew that. Uh, Come on in here, Andy says. Are we having fun? Chucky says. Now, Pug says.
Uh oh.
Hmm. That
Oh,
seems like the attack happened a lot quicker than in the movie.
Yeah. Uh oh.
yeah. It seems like because I don't remember him guiding him to Pug's place.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He just said, "Come on, let's go
That's
play,"
different.
and they automatically opened the door for him to get jumped.
Mm.
Yeah, it's different. That's crazy.
Says it like extra scenes, basically.
Yeah, like the
Mm-hmm.
little extra shots and stuff to like add to the scene.
Mm. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's
It adds on
interesting they
to it.
had him like go to Pug's like place.
Yeah, out of everywhere.
Nah.
Like, where were his parents?
Oh, true.
How
Yeah,
they
because
not hear none of that?
Pug and Fallon's parents aren't around at all in this.
Nope.
Yeah, or like the neighbors. The neighbors didn't hear none of that?
Yeah,
Heck no, they didn't.
Mm.
they didn't
Very
hear nothing.
interesting. Wait for 49.
Indeed.
Pug and Fallon jump out. Fallon cracks Chucky in the head with a desk lamp. Pug bashes him with a ukulele. They pin Chucky to the ground. "Andy, what is happening?" Chucky says. A look of guilt washes over Andy. "Andy, now! Andy!" Pug says. Andy snaps out of it. He grabs Pug's screwdriver off the ground. "They're trying to hurt me, Andy. Please help," Chucky says. Andy unbuttons Chucky's overalls and pulls up his shirt. He fumbles with the screwdriver, trembling, struggling to release screws around Chucky's chest. "Andy, what are you doing? Please don't do this," Chucky continued. "I'm sorry. It's the only way," Andy says.
Aw.
Chucky resists, squirming and kicking. Pug and Fallon press down on his arms and legs with their weight. "Hurry," Fallon says. Andy is overwhelmed, crying. He removes the last screw and opens Chucky's chest casing, revealing his battery pack. Andy reaches for it. "Andy, Please, why are you doing this? You're my friend, Chucky says. Andy stops. He can't bring himself to follow through. What are you waiting for? Pug says. Do it. Pull it out, Fallon says.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a lot more,
Not more detailed.
it's definitely, yeah, a lot more detailed.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, did he hit him with the, I don't remember him hitting him with a ukulele. Did he?
I think it was like
I mean,
a lamppost, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
because like apparently in this script, like Fallon, I guess hits Chucky with a desk lamp, and it says that like Pug bashed him with the ukulele.
Oh, so they hit him
Very
twice.
interesting choice of weapon. I thought it was a baseball bat in the actual film, but I could be wrong.
Dang.
So those little differences are interesting.
Yeah, I think it was a lamppost in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Could be wrong.
You're like halfway through the script.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And we've been live for, it's about to be 3 hours.
Damn, I won't buy that like fast. That's crazy.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
so we probably got like another like 2 or 3 hours of the script left, depending on how fast we go and talk.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, would it be a good idea to like do like maybe like 5 or 10 more pages and then do a part 2, or are we just like doing this all the way through, or just until we can keep going? I would just say that just because like if we start getting sluggish at the end, like we don't want to like
Rush it or anything?
Hmm?
No, like sluggish, like to like rush it and everything, right?
Oh no, like
More
like
tired.
like like just not like, I guess, be if we just start not like Romeo just said,
Mm.
like just keep going until we either just feel like we're just being sluggish and just obviously tired,
Yeah.
um or just knock it all out.
Yeah. It's up to you guys. I'm cool for whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, I could keep going until I'm just like, I feel like I'm just too tired to do it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
same.
I could keep going, so I'm good. My wife and my
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
oh
pretty good right now.
yeah, my wife went to go pick up my son right now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm, God. What time is it over there for you? Is it 12:39?
For me, it's 11:39.
That's the
Oh,
same time for me. That it's 11 here too.
yeah, I'm an hour ahead of you guys.
Woo.
Oh damn.
Fun. But yeah,
How
I'm
fun.
good. I'm good for now.
Yeah, I'm good for now too, homie. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, wanna be 50? And then there'll be Worms, I think. No, no. Who'll be after me?
Me.
Okay. So, Chucky's singing, "You're my buddy until the end, more than a buddy. You're my best." Fallon shoves Andy out the way and tears out Chucky's battery. Friends, Chucky continued. Chucky's eyes fade to black. His body goes limp. The kids tumble off of Chucky. Pug picks up the lamp and smashes Chucky's battery over and over. He drops to the ground next to Andy. They sit in silence, taking in what they've done. Andy looks into Chucky's cold black eyes. Exterior, apartment hallway, night. Fallon and Pug open the garage chute. Andy picks up Chucky's body and drops it down the chute. Fallon, that's it. We never talk about what happened tonight to anybody. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. Andy staggers into the apartment, devastated. Karen is on the couch, in tears. She's talking to Mike and Willis, both in uniform. Why don't you finish up in the other room? Mike says. Willis guides Karen to her room. Hey, I know the situation like this never looked good. Don't worry, okay? We're just asking your mom some routine questions. You alright? Mike continued. Beat. Andy nods.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Investigation going
All
on.
right. Yeah, investigation.
Ooh. Getting to the good parts.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's getting good.
Heck yeah,
Hmm.
dude. Figures.
So this is, I'm trying to remember. So this is where he goes missing. Like Mike is asking her about
About Shane.
his disappearance. Yeah, Shane.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
that's the
it.
part.
After he gets murked.
Uh-oh. Is it my turn now? Right? I think it's...
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
indeed.
Alright, cool. Let's go. Page 50. Mike continue. Look, I grew up in this building. It can be a rough place for a kid. Your mom's getting some tough news right now. If you ever want to talk about it, get away for a bit. Doreen's right down the hall. Come by at any time. We'll cook you dinner. I'm around. I mean that. He hands Andy his card, then joins Willis, and Karen. Interior, Karen's apartment, Andy's room, night. Andy shuts his door and leans against it, trying to calm down. He looks into the open closet. Andy's sketchbook is opened up on the floor. Chucky has drawn a childish sketch of Andy and Chucky as the buddy cop duo inside. Interior, apartment building, garbage room, day. Gabe wheels out the dumpster. He takes a peek inside. Gabe, I'll be damned. He tosses a garbage bag aside and pulls out Chucky's damaged body. Interior, Gabe's apartment, day. A grungy basement studio apartment filled with jury-rigged electronics and power tools. Chucky is laid out on a workbench. Gabe attaches wires from Chucky's chest to a car battery. Chucky's red eyes light up. He springs to life, confused, disoriented. Gabe pins him against the table. Gabe says, "There you are. Connectivity's down, but not in bad shape overall. Gonna make me a pretty penny on resale once we get you sorted. First, we gotta do something about these." Gabe pokes Chucky red eyes, then grabs a drill. Ooh-wee.
Hmm.
Ooh,
I like the little added details in that.
Ooh.
interesting.
Same thing with Chucky drawing a sketch of him and Andy being a cop duo. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, I wish they kept those cop duo drawings in.
I wish too, dude. It's like, dang, that's just showing you that he cares about you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like, and they removed all that. Just sad.
Damn, dude. Freaking crazy.
Getting interesting though.
Pretty sad. Andy's probably thinking like, man, I just killed him. And then he goes into the closet and he sees the last sketchbook that Chucky did. Is like, damn, probably regretting
Yeah.
it
Um.
somehow. I just killed my best buddy. I had to see.
Tell
Gabe.
me, buddy.
Gabe continued. Time to open you up. Let's see what we're dealing with. He yanks out Chucky's wiring. Back offline. Exterior apartment building. Courtyard day. Annie walks home from school. Doreen is on her balcony. Her presence makes him anxious. Interior Karen's apartment living room day. Andy paces around the room, building up courage. Andy, okay. Interior apartment building, hallway, night. Andy knocks on Doreen's door. Mike opens the door. Andy, with nervous voice. Hey, you still need backup for dinner? Interior Doreen's apartment, living room, night. Andy eats dinner with Doreen and Mike. He shows Doreen how to use an Uber-like app called Casting Drive on her phone. Andy says, you just press that button and the car meets you at the door and picks you up. Super easy. Andy eats dinner with Doreen and Mike. He keeps looking over at the Christmas tree. His gift-wrapped murder evidence is sitting in front and center. Mike notices this. Doreen says, and it'll be drive me straight to bingo? Just like that? I gotta rely on this bozo driving me around. Andy says, yeah. Mike says, I don't. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the last page. So, a little different here. Andy's getting building up the courage, going, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go knock. I gotta go get dinner. Gotta go
Yeah.
get that head out of there.
And
Mhm.
when like Andy goes to the door in the film, like I think that like Mike says something to him while at the door, and that's not here.
Oh, yeah, when he's like, no, I'm good. And he over there, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And he lets him in.
Yeah,
The
they changed that. They took that out.
Yeah, the little joke they added in the final movie. Let's see. Mike, I don't want you going on your own. This neighborhood isn't safe for. Doreen, not only thing that's not safe is your cooking. Poor Andy has to suffer through this muck.
Hey,
Andy says, it's good, thanks. Doreen says, too sweet for your own good. Doreen starts cleaning dishes. Mike follows Andy's eyes back over to the present. Mike says, that's new? Doreen says, Andy made it for me. We're opening it on Christmas. When's the last time you ever made me anything? Doreen continues her rant as she shuffles off to the kitchen with some dishes. Mike waits for her to leave. He reaches for the potatoes. Andy jerks back, tense. Mike slows his movement. Mike says, everything okay at home? How's your mom holding up? Andy says, good. Yeah, she's good. Mike says, I know what people say about me around here. Don't believe everything you hear, alright? A lot of bad influences in a place like this. People like to keep their mouths shut. Uh, think it helps them fit in. Fitting in fitting in isn't always a good thing. Andy nods, clearly nervous. Mike tries to read Andy. Mike continued, you should come here more often. I think it'll be good for you. Mike follows Andy's eyes back to the present. Uh-oh, he's starting to be suspicious.
Ooh.
mhm.
Ooh.
That one kind of just seems like it was a one-to-one to the scene.
Basically, yeah.
Kind of like the same, right?
Because he even says the same thing. Like, he even says, I know what people say about me around here. Don't believe everything you hear. That's basically like from the film, exactly.
Mhm.
Basically. Alright.
One by one.
Int, Gabe's apartment, night. Chucky eyes light up. He's back online, strapped down to the table. Gabe installs a replacement Buddy battery into Chucky's chest. He's watching Buddy repair tutorials on his computer. He inspects Chucky's eyes. Gabe, still red. Damn it. Chucky discovers that his left arm and leg have been removed. He lashes out, trying to free himself. Chucky, let me go. Gabe tears out a couple of wires. Chucky's voice shifts, altering to a darker, menacing, gravely tone. Chucky, me go! Let me go! Chucky pulls against his restraints, turning violent. Gabe pokes Chucky's circuit board with a soldering iron, zapping him. Gabe, quiet! Chucky takes in his surrounding. Gabe's workshop is a cluttered mess of used toys and electronics. The wall is lined with monitors from security cameras throughout the apartment building. Some of the cameras have been placed in very questionable areas, hidden in apartment air vents, bathrooms, exposing the tenants' private lives. Chucky sees Andy in one of Gabe's hidden security monitors, having dinner with Mike and Doreen. Interior Doreen apartment, kitchen, night. Doreen does the dishes. Mike pulls a pie out of the fridge. Mike says, alright, Andy, if you thought dinner was bad, just wait till you. He walks out back to the table. Andy is gone. Mike checks the shelf. Andy's present is gone as well. Uh-oh.
Mm.
Suspicion
Yep,
is coming up to Mike.
definitely. And then they added the extra stuff with like Chucky saying the let me go and it turned into a dark,
Mm-hmm.
gravelly tone.
Yep.
Mhm.
I wonder how that would translate to film. I wonder how
Mark Hamill with sound.
I wonder how
Ooh.
yeah, I wonder how Mark Hamill would sound like doing that. Getting interesting.
I
Man.
also like the detail where it says Mike checks the shelf because in the movie I don't think Mike checks the shelf. I think he just,
Makes a
he
joke.
says Yeah, he makes a joke. He doesn't look at the shelf, so I like that detail.
Yep,
Definitely.
exactly. Oh,
Loving it.
heck yeah. Let's see. Well, chihuahuas. This is my wife texting me right now.
You're all good.
Yeah, she was just telling me like, hey, you didn't come to bed soon. It's like, I will soon. But let's finish off Gabe's death, and then after Gabe's death, we'll do a part 2 with this.
Yeah,
Alright.
Is that cool? Okay,
That's
Sounds good.
perfect.
let's finish Gabe's death
Yeah.
real quick. Okay. Interior Gabe's apartment night. Chucky eyes light up. He's back online, strapped down to the table. Gable installs a replacement buddy bag. Wait, that is. Oh no, I read that part. Oh, 54. Interior apartment building hallway night. Andy opens the garbage chute and tosses Shane's gift wrapped head inside. Exterior rundown street day. Pug and Fallon walk to school. Andy joins them. Andy says, "It's done. I got rid of the." Pug says, "What's done?" "Don't know what you're talking about." They continue walking in silence. Interior Gabe's apartment day. Chucky limbs have all been removed. His chest is tangled mess of wires. His mouth is taped shut. Gabe sits on a chair naked, facing the wall monitors. His hand appears to be very active as he watches a hidden camera on one
Oh
of the
boy.
tenants
I did not need
showering.
that.
Chihuahuas. Interior Karen's apartment,
Jesus.
Andy's room, night. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Andy sits on his bed, trapped in his thoughts. He picks up his phone, stops, tosses the phone aside. Interior, Karen's apartment, living room, night. Karen is a mess, sitting on the couch, eyes red from crying. Andy sits down next to her. They both stare ahead, silent for some time. Karen says, "Sometimes I just think we can't catch a break." Beat. Andy says, "Yeah." Ooh.
No, that scene's not in the film at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's some
And they
scenes
don't
out
really
here.
go off of like her sadness either in the
Yeah.
film.
I mean, I know in the movie she's just there drinking wine. That's when Andy goes, "I love you," and then they cut. They cut after that scene. Go straight to Dave and everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Karen, you deserve better than all this. I never wanted us to end up here. I'm trying, Andy. I'm really trying, but Andy says, "I know." Andy leans his head on Karen's shoulder. Int, Gabe's apartment, night. We pulled out of a security camera displaying Andy's living room. Chucky watches Andy with his mom, growing increasingly angry as they comfort each other. Chucky pulls on his restraints, shaking his body violently, screaming with rage. Interior Omar's apartment, living room, night. Omar shows off his new VR headset. All the kids from the building are crowded around devouring snacks as Pug tests out the new toy. Andy sits in the corner, keeping to himself. Pug says, "This is crazy. How's your dad afford all this cool crap?" Omar says, "You ask too many questions, man." To his buddy, "Hey Chode, I'm hungry." Chode replies, "Perhaps we should eat at Jongo's Burger. Does that sound yummy?" Omar says, "Ew, no, I hate that place. Just grab us some more chips." Chode, "Anything for my best friend." Chode wanders off towards the kitchen. Pug's dog Franklin barks at Chode, biting down on Chode's leg. Pug is in his VR headset, too distracted to see. Omar doesn't seem to care as Franklin thrashes Chode around. Andy is uncomfortable with this. Fallon notices. Ooh.
Ooh. I think
Some,
that whole page isn't in the film at all.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's pretty much new.
It's all new.
Yeah.
It's
It's
all
all
new.
fresh.
Oh crap! Showing you what Omar is doing and
Interesting.
everything. See,
Yeah, definitely.
Int
I
gives.
I also
Oh yeah.
like. Oh, sorry. I
No,
was
no,
just
go ahead,
say
go ahead.
I also like how um that this scene just kind of came out of nowhere. Like it went from the whole Gabe thing to let's see just straight to Gabe's apartment.
Yeah.
Like like basically Karen and Andy were just comforting each other, and then it goes straight to just he's in his apartment now. So it kind of
Yeah.
is like the movie still, even though there's more scenes, it's still kind of like why are they there? How did that happen? It's just very random. There's a lot of random transitions in the
Yeah.
movie and the script.
Yeah. You can tell. I can see it. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I lost my page. Where are we at? 56, right? Or 57? Well, I think it's
hmm
56 for me.
Yeah. 56, yeah.
Okay. It, Gabe's apartment night. Gabe tweaks Chucky's circuit board. Chucky eyes twitch. Gabe says, "There we go. That should fix the connectivity for." Gabe reaches down and Chucky bites his finger. Gabe continued, "Ah! Damn it! Every time!" Gabe storms off to clean his wound. Blood dribbles down from Chucky's lip. Chucky notices a jury rigged casting smart home hub on Gabe's wall, with wires linking to most of his electronics. Chucky concentrates. The hub flickers. The casting television turns on. The casting fan, the monitors, electronics activate all around Chucky. He grins. Ooh. Exterior rundown street day. Andy, Pug, Fallon, and Omar, and the rest of the kids all head to the school together, chatting it up. Andy there tries to fit in, but he clearly weighs down by what has happened. Interior Jungle Burger Day. Omar and the rest of the kids eat at Jungle Burger, flingering French fries at the end. Each other. Cho cleans up the mess on the ground. Interior Gabe's apartment. Night. Gabe barges through the door, tearing open a snipping package. Gabe says, "Caslin, lights on." The lights turn on. Voice activated. Gabe continued, "This is it. If this don't work, you're going straight back to the dumpster." Gabe pulls out a Buddy OS replacement chip. He opens up Chucky's chest and yanks out the defective OS chip, inserting the new chip inside. Ooh.
Wow.
It's I'm it's very interesting that Chucky connects to the electronics and then he puts the chip in. So like
Chip in.
did he know that did he know he was gonna put a better chip in him? So he even though he knew he could connect to everything, he basically played dumb? Or is that just really Chuck? I think Chucky was just playing dumb. Like he could connect to everything, but he maybe needed to wait till the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he knew that he was gonna put that chip in him.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I think the way I see it is, I would think Chucky could do it, but I think because he was looking at all this stuff that Gabe was doing and it was making him angry, like watching Andy, all these
Mhm.
people, and then it says that he saw the Caslin hub on the wall, which was connected to all the monitors and everything, and it says that he was concentrating so much to the thingy that it caused them to override the boundaries that he was unable to do because of the concentration, because of the amount of concentration he focused on wanting to turn it on. You know, then
Yeah.
once he gets the chip, that's when he could do it easily. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And also too, like it seemed like this took place like in a span of days because it'll jump back and forth
Yeah.
from like, Gabe messing with Chucky, and it'll jump from that to like what Andy's up to like the next day or
The next
something,
day.
or
Yeah.
like that night.
Yeah.
And it just kind of jumps back and forth. And so it seems like it takes place in a span of like a few days, and
Instead
it
of
jumps back and forth between
yeah,
it.
instead of one whole night like the movie did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
found that very interesting.
the script doesn't go like 2 days later, when the next day, like it doesn't really do that.
Yeah, it literally
Yeah, I'll
keep
just say like day, night, like on the the interior and exterior things. I'll say like if it's day or night, and it just kind of goes back and forth, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Interesting.
we're getting to the good part right now, boys. We're getting to the good part. Woo.
Ooh, hell yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh wait, that was my fifth page, right? Was it? I don't remember. I lost count.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Romeo, you're
I
up.
think it's Rome's turn.
So we're on page 57. All right. He plugs his phone into Chucky and starts up the Buddy app. The Buddy app screen flashes sinking Buddy 1%. Chucky's eyes flicker. His body shakes 45%. Gabe continued. Come on, come on. Ding, 100%. Buddy synced. Chucky's eyes light up sky blue. He smiles. Chucky, innocent, sweet. Hi, are you my best buddy? Gabe, finally, there it is. Buddy, you can connect to other Chasm products, correct? Show me. Chucky says, sure. Do you like music? Chucky aims his hand at Gabe's Amazon Echo Esquit Caswin speaker. The speaker plays a pop song. Gabe says, yes, there it is. There it is. eBay, here we come. Gabe runs off to grab packing supplies. Chucky notices a jury-rigged Caswin smart home hub on Gabe's wall, with wires linked to most of his electronics. Chucky concentrates. His irises expand. Oh, interesting. Then the hub lights up. Chucky grins. Later, Gabe places Chucky into a packing box, filling it with crumpled newspaper. He stops as he sees something intriguing on his wall of his monitors. Are we going on a trip? Chucky says. Gabe, buddy, go to sleep. Chucky shuts down. That's interesting. That's so interesting because it seems like that chip that Gabe gave him might have given him the ability to actually be able to connect to the like other Casman products.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's how he gets that ability is because he gave him that chip.
A new chip.
And that's really like it's interesting how that works and how it says his irises expand so that like he could concentrate on connecting.
And then
Interesting.
and one thing that I caught is that when he said he got the new chip, his eyes turned sky blue. So does that mean like during the entire movie that we read, was his eyes always red until right now, until they turn back to blue?
Yeah, because it seems like his eyes have been red this whole
This whole
time.
time, right?
It seems like it. Yeah, because it's talking about his eyes being sky blue now. So I wonder, like you guys are saying, like it might have been red this whole entire time, and that just might be because the coding, like in the doll, it's like wrong or something. Like it's like all because of like the safety measures and stuff.
Yeah. Oh wait, and Gabe said it because he said when he had Chucky tied up, it said Chucky's eyes were still red. He was like, "Oh, damn it, it's still red." So, oh yeah, they were red.
Yeah.
So then they were red
The whole time. That's interesting.
Oh,
So he was basically errored the whole time. He was just an error code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he got the
That's
blue
an interesting
eyes.
change.
And actually, if you think about it, I don't know if the movie was trying to like showcase this or not, but the fact that Chucky was Edward this whole time, and no one really questioned it. Like, yeah, the kids knew that Chucky did something with the head, but even before that, literally, it just kind of shows that humans are kind of ignorant sometimes. That even though there's a warning sign right in front of us, we just ignore it.
Yeah. I don't think nobody ever questioned the red eyes. I don't think nobody did. I mean,
nope.
Until Andy, right? Like when he got it. But Pat Pug, Fallon, Omar, and the kids, nobody questioned the red eyes. That's very true.
That is interesting.
Ooh.
Good to know, though.
All right, do this.
Are we set?
We set.
We're
getting to the good part.
Let's do this. Gabe walks over to his monitors, glued to a secret camera in Karen's bathroom. Karen fills the bathtub with water. She takes off her shirt. Gabe continued, hello. Gabe rubs his fingers over the screen. He drags his chair over, takes off his pants, sits down. Oh my God. He reaches down between his legs. The monitor feeds cut out. Gabe continued, no, piece of garbage. A jury-rid Caswin smart home hub flickers on the wall. While functioning, he begs on the hub. The monitors turn back on, then off again. The monitors flash back on, but now they're all playing footage of Gabe with his pants off. Live footage being recorded from behind him.
Oh,
Gabe,
he's
what?
watching himself.
He spins around, searching for the video source. Chucky's box is empty. He's gone. Gabe's Caswood speaker kicks in, playing Christmas Don't Be Late by Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay.
Chipmunk song, Christmas time is here. A Roomba-style Caswin vacuum scrapes across the room and rams into Gabe's chair repeatedly. He hops to his feet. The lights turn off. Gabe says, Caswin, lights on. Lights turn on, then back off, back on again. Chucky sits on the table. Lights turn off, back on. Chucky's gone. Gabe checks his Caswin hub. Lights off, slice. Gabe continued. Lights on. Gabe's ankle has been cut. Lights off. Slice. Lights back on. His calf is cut. Ooh.
Okay. So
Lot of
it's
this stuff.
like similar, but it's not.
Yeah,
The song is different.
Yeah, like some of the stuff plays off different. Like there's no Chipmunk song, and he didn't actually like get his pants down, like not there and not bring it. Like actually like start like beating the chicken right there.
And then Chucky starts
It was just implied.
and Chucky starts recording him, and he sees himself on the camera. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, I think that's cool. That's a really cool addition to the scene.
Getting a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, definitely. Oh, it's a taste
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, I like the way they did this better.
Oh, definitely. It's
Yeah,
probably to get even better though. The next page. Gabe continued. Frick. Baffled. Gabe backs into a shelf. Chipmunk song. Me, I want a hula hoop. Gabe, shut it. Gabe grabs the speaker and tries turning it off. It's not working. He smashes it until it stops. The song screeches back to life behind him. Gabe spins around. It's coming from Chucky, who is playing dead, sitting on the shelf. Gabe carefully approaches the doll, gripping the Caswood speaker as a weapon. He grabs Chucky by his leg, examines Chucky. Chucky doesn't move. The vacuum bumps into Gabe's leg. He stumbles. It slips onto the Roomba, falling onto his back. Lights turn off, back on. Chucky is in front of Gabe's face, very much alive. Chucky, rawr! He swings his scalpel. Oh, a scalpel! He swings his scalpel at Gabe, slicing at Gabe's face. Gabe tries to roll away, taking cuts to his back and chest. Gabe grabs the workbench and struggles to climb on top of it. Chucky plugs an extension cord into the wall. Gabe's table saw activates, threading into Gabe's arm. Ouch. Gabe screams. Gabe clambers to his feet on top of the table, kicking toys and electronics away. Gabe, stop, for the love of Christ. He's a desperate mess of a man, blood splattered, near tears. Clunk, clunk. The table shakes. Gabe searches the ground, sees nothing. Crank, one of the table's legs breaks. Table wobbles. Gabe loses his footing. He grabs onto the ceiling lamp above him for support.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
I like this a lot.
This is really good.
Yeah, I like that he sits in front of him and cuts his face.
Oh, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
False lights turn off.
There's so much more to this.
Yep. The lights turn back on,
Yeah.
and Chucky's right there in his, like, right in front of his face. Rawr! He just slices his face with a scalpel. Oh, dude, like,
It's
damn.
more intense, I've noticed too. It's just a much more intense scene and more like suspenseful.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, it is.
Yeah, I really like this a lot more than the original. Like, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more like things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. There's next page.
Mm-hmm.
It's page 60. Crank. A second leg gives out. The table drops down on one side, angled like a slide, with the table saw still spinning in the middle, like the film. Gabe
Mm-hmm.
hangs on to the ceiling lamp for dear life, dangling over the top of the table saw, inches from having the saw shred between his legs. The Caswin hub flickers, turning the fan on. The fan spins slowly. Gabe struggles to keep hold. The fan turns off. Gabe's bloody feet slip and slide against the table, trying to stabilize himself. Gabe continued. Please, God, make it stop. Chucky, OS, time to open you up, see what we're dealing with. Chucky emerges from the shadows, looking up at Gabe, watching him struggle. The fan turns back on, slowly turning. Gabe's grip begins to loosen on the lamp. It's just a matter of time. Gabe, no, no. Chucky simply watches, waits. He's thoroughly enjoying this chipmunk song. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. Gabe's final finger slips. Bzzz. Oh wow. Interior, Omar's apartment, living room, night. Omar's door swings open. Chucky's standing in the doorway. Everyone's asleep. Omar's buddy, Chode, sits on the ground. Chucky points at Chode, turns him on. Chode. Hi, I'm Chode. Chucky puts a hand on Chode's chest, controlling him. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Chode
Mm.
continued. Chucky. I guess I say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Iron, salmon, caramel, fire, crayon, pecan, lawyer, aluminum, envelope.
Wow. Dude, were they doing the chant, but they were doing their own version of it? Like he put his hand on his chest, controlling him, and they're iron, salmon, caramel, fire, crayon, pecan, lawyer, aluminum. Like it kind of seems like they're doing like a chant.
Bar kind of trying to
Yeah,
synchronize with him.
Yeah.
that too as well.
Yeah, I like that scene where Chucky's like, what was it? Time to open it up, see what we're dealing with. And it says like he walked out of the shadow and just looks up and looking at Gabe before he falls. Like, dude, that's freaking creepy, bro.
Oh boy.
Like,
Yeah.
that sounds
It
freaking dope.
The scene's so cool. 'Cause I like the scene in the actual film as well, but that was really cool the way they handled it here too.
Yeah, the camera's
So
like zooming
creepy.
in on him as he's coming out of the shadows.
Yeah,
It seems like they skipped all the parts with the leg getting chopped and showing that, and
Hmm.
Chucky just kind of looking like they cut out some of the ending after he gets cut
yeah.
up.
Yeah, pretty
They left
much.
it to imagination.
Yeah, I think yeah
So
they
this
cut that out.
page, it's really
Is
good
that
so
is that
far.
is that the last part for Gabe or?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he already died already. I think that was the last part.
yeah.
Mm,
And this might be my. I think this is my last page.
Yeah, let's finish this page off and then we'll call it a night. Then we'll do a part two. Um, I still gotta figure out the date, but we'll do a part two for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it
mhm.
out.
All right,
Yeah,
where you at? 61, right, or
but that
62?
that makes the 61.
Okay, yeah,
Makes
this.
good time though because this is like halfway through basically, so we read half the script.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yep. And we're what
that's cool.
4
Went
hours
by
in?
fast. Yeah, it's crazy. It went by so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
wife, I already getting texts from my wife saying, "Come to bed already." So like, okay, I gotta go. Like, gee,
Yeah, getting pretty late.
heck yeah, it is.
Ding ding. Voice sync complete. Chucky's eyes turn blue again. Oh, they're red? Huh. Chucky continued in Chode's voice. Hi, I'm Chode. Chucky hands Chode his scalpel. Chode stabs himself over and over in the face with the blade. Interesting. Chucky turns on the television. He brings up pictures from his memory bank. Andy with his friends, with his mom, with Mike, Doreen, Pug, Fallon, everybody but Chucky. He glares at the screen, filling with rage. Later, Chucky drags Chode's mutilated body out the door. Chode's clothing has been removed. His core is missing.
Damn.
Interior apartment building lobby. Day. Neighbors gather around a police perimeter leading to the basement door. Mike pushes through the crowd, waving his badge. Super, 1 week till Christmas. Interior, Gabe's apartment day. Mike steps in, floored by what he sees. Gabe's limbs have been cut into pieces, spread across the room.
Damn.
Exterior, apartment building parking lot day. Mike smokes a cigarette, deep in thought. Willis finds him. Willis, goddamn mess. You're right. Incise wounds match the ones we found on Shane's Westcott. Think they're connected? Mike nods. Willis, what is it? Mike said, the mom lives in this building.
Oh man.
Ooh,
What
that's
a
interesting.
cliffhanger.
Yep.
What a cliffhanger to leave off of. And I think it's interesting too that Chucky controlled Chode to basically stab
Stab
himself. That's
himself.
interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, and that explains later on when they're in the store how they switched because
Yeah.
yeah, it explains why he went from just regular Chode to how when they were in the superstore and Chucky controlled all the TVs and he said and it was Chucky and Andy was like what? It explains how they switched and when Buddy actually so it connects a lot of those scenes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
It's,
interesting.
Yeah, it's nice how this script is showing us scenes that we didn't get, and it kind of puts it more together and explains well, how did that happen, and why is he suddenly this, and it just makes the movie and
Yeah.
it makes the pacing better. It makes it flow better. I like it.
like yeah.
I really dig it. Yeah.
I'm liking the addition of the struggle of Mike. Like he's struggling to figure out what the heck's going on, dude. Because like you said, he walked in, he found pieces of Gabe all over the place. So it wasn't just the leg that was chopped off, like the movie. Everything he was in pieces. So Chucky chopped him up into pieces, which is like holy,
Yeah.
like damn, right? And then Mike, he's smoking cigarette, going like, dude, these are the same cuts from what happened to Shane. Like, like this is something's going on, and I have to figure it out. So it's showing you more of the detective side of the movie, which is pretty cool. Because we didn't really get a lot of detective stuff in the movie.
Mm,
Yeah. And then him realizing my mom also lives in this building
Mm-hmm.
too. And him being concerned because of that
Yep.
also adds extra layers to it as well.
Yep. Like, even though he's a detective, he still has some fear that, hey man, I don't want nothing to happen to
Yeah.
me, to my mom, to people that I know. But
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Like we're getting to the good stuff already. Like crap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're halfway through the script. It's getting really
Halfway,
good.
dude.
yeah.
I'm telling you,
I like
once
I like all of the holes.
once you get to the Doreen and everything after the Doreen part, bro, freaking let them cook,
It
bro.
gets so different from there, huh?
Yeah, dude, like it's a lot different, bro. Like just let them cook. Let them cook.
Yeah, because I've heard that like Doreen's death is different. I think.
It is
Yep, same.
very, very different. When you read it, you're gonna be like, "Why wasn't this in the movie?"
Yeah,
Like, for reals, bro.
I can't wait. That's gonna be so exciting.
Heck yeah, it is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be.
cool.
Heck yeah. So,
And it's funny we have a whole stream for it.
oh heck yeah, dude. So I
Oh,
guess right
definitely.
now we'll end off part one right now, and then part two
Mm-hmm.
we'll try to figure out part two. I probably won't be able to do it tomorrow because let me see. I'll go to work in 5 in the afternoon tomorrow. I won't get out till 11, and then when I get out, I'll be super
Mm-hmm.
tired. So it's where's my phone? Oh, I have my phone right here. Let me see. Let me check my schedule real quick. I need to find a day to do it. The part two. Let me see. Uh, schedule 5 to 11 today. Okay. What you want? So Monday, I'm off. Tuesday, I work 6 to 1 p.m. Wednesday, 6 to 12 p.m. Thursday, I'm off. Friday, 5 to 11. Saturday, and then Sunday, 5 to 11. What do you guys plan on wanting to do it next Saturday? If you guys are off by any
I'm
Mm,
chance?
definitely on Saturday.
I think
I'm
I'll
off
be
on
doing
Saturday.
something on
On
Saturday.
Saturday?
Mm.
Yeah. You
What?
said you're off on Monday?
Yeah, Monday. Monday
Yeah.
and
I work that day, but I get off like in like the middle of the afternoon.
middle of the
And
afternoon.
so I'd be
Same.
able to do that day just as long as I get off and stuff like that on that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I get off at 4 p.m. all week, so I'm pretty much free, like, from anywhere past 5 p.m. all the way up to like midnight. I try to go to bed around at least 1 a.m.
Yeah.
for work.
Yeah, that's basically how I am because I get off at around like 3:45, and then I have to come home, and I'm pretty much free after that.
Mm.
Nice. So then y'all go with Monday then? Basically, what is it, Sunday already? Basically like
Yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and I can just let you know if anything pops up between there, but I'm free on Monday.
yeah. That should work for me too.
Do you guys go to work early in the mornings or
I do,
Yeah,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
damn.
same.
Damn.
yeah. It could be exhausting.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 7:30 a.m. Be there by 8.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I wake up even earlier. I have to be up. I wake up at 6 every morning. I have to be there by 7.
Damn. Yeah, cause I don't want to keep you guys like up late. That's like I know you guys want to sleep and you guys are tired from work, and I get tired from work and I'm like, damn, I need to sleep too. So like,
Yeah. Sometimes I'm up
Yeah,
really late, even on work days. Like sometimes I'm like up till like 1. Sometimes I don't mean to, but just kind of lose track of time.
oh my gosh.
then I can just go to sleep earlier so that I get more sleep to make up for possibly being up around this time again. Because I mean, we were only late, we were like 40 minutes, I think, late to reading the script and everything. So it
Yeah.
should probably be like 2.5 hours to finish up, maybe even less, who knows?
Yeah, because I'm off
Yeah.
Monday
It
and then
shouldn't take us that long.
yeah, because I'm off Monday, I'm off Thursday. So whatever day, yeah, whatever day you guys are comfortable with, I'm cool. We could just schedule on one of those 2 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Monday would work really well.
Yeah, I'm good with Monday right now.
The Monday. So tomorrow, we could probably do tomorrow. Let's see what I got. I got I'm off, and then I'll probably work out. I'll work out probably the afternoon. Then I got something at 5:45 to 6:45. I'll be home by maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I'll be free Monday for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Then tomorrow.
Yeah, it works perfectly.
So tomorrow then 8:30 around that time. It'll probably take us maybe like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours to finish the whole script again, depending on how fast we go and how much we break down the scenes
Yeah.
and everything. But yeah,
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
through a lot of the script though, so I think we should be able to finish it pretty fast.
Oh heck yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, I agree. But I don't know, because there's gonna be a lot of things you want to talk about in the the third act. Trust me.
Yeah,
a lot of
but
things.
I mean, if you think about it, if it's like a minute, like let's say, so we're already at 60, and there's 106, so we got like 46 pages left, and we just
Pretty
went through
much.
60. So we'll have 20 pages less next time. So that time will be filled probably just talking about,
Talking about.
the new stuff. So yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
So, but no, I'm down. I'm excited. I'm excited to leave it off on a bang. I think this is a good way to end off.
And my mother's inside this building.
Oh, definitely.
And boom, cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Part 2 coming out. All right.
Oh yeah, to get people hyped,
Get people hyped.
you gotta
Part
watch
2
that
coming
part
out.
too.
All right then.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll finish tomorrow, man. I'm getting a little sleepy right now because my wife's begging me to come to bed already. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're fine.
let's do it tomorrow.
You're all good.
We'll do it around like maybe 8:30.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. It was
Sounds like a
yeah,
plan.
it was fun. It was fun doing this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
To all my YouTuber followers, thank you all for staying up this late. Your 4 concurrent viewers on right now, so thank you so much for staying up. We will continue the live stream tomorrow at 8:30 because we are barely halfway through the script and it's already getting late. It's gonna be 1 in the morning, so we're all tired. We're all gonna go to sleep right now, and we will do a part 2 and finish up the script tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. So stay posted, stay with us. And Romeo, Josh, thank you for joining me for tonight, and I hope to see you guys
Of course.
tomorrow
Of course.
to finish off the live stream for part 2 of this original script breakdown. So, all right, guys, love you guys, man.
Yeah.
I'll catch you all tomorrow. All right.
Love you too.
Yeah, love you
All right,
guys.
catch you later.
All right,
Friend to the
man.
Catch you
end.
later.
All right, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Best buddies till the end.
There you
Yeah.
go. All right, man. I'll catch you all later. All right.
Catch you later.
All right.
Catch you later.
Later.